What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Bkny Hoops. If you're new to the channel, it's your boy Rashid. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Draymond Green actually has high praises. You guys see the title, you see the actual graphics, the thumbnail pretty much. And yes, I believe he should be an all-star and he should be a huge part of this actual future of this rebuild. And the rebuild actually does begin with Michael Porter Jr. And Jonathan, I know he's going to go crazy for me actually saying that. I see him in the comments right now. He's going to go with the same narrative. Oh, and Michael Porter Jr. is really going to destroy this team. Basically, I'm like, no, he's not, man. And we've seen this in the past, and I think the play-in is within reach. And listen, they should be able to, if they actually happen to make the playoffs, or make the play in, just let fate actually control it, man. Like, don't worry about stuff that you really, really can't control. So let's get into the actual article. We're going to talk about yesterday's game. I was too tired to even go on last night, man. I was going to do a live stream after the game, and we're going to have some big Cam Thomas concerns. Other things in terms of the offense that Jody Fernandez was actually running through it, in that game. But look, Michael Porter Jr. was actually playing like an all-star yesterday, man. You saw him dunk on one of the other Golden State Warriors players. The Warriors were being extremely physical, man. Michael Porter Jr., for the most part, was actually playing through that physicality. They had to set multiple double teams on MPJ, so right there, that shows me that, he's definitely an all-star. And listen, DJ, I was re-listening to the other show the other night, and DJ, I got love for you, bro, but you are categorically wrong when it comes to Michael Porter Jr. We're going to see what actually Draymond actually has to say about this, because we were arguing and we had a heated debate on this very, very subject when it comes to Michael Porter Jr. Yo, Brooklyn Go Crazy, what's going on? Jonathan, who was up in here? The Ruler was good, but was good with you guys, man. All right, let me get this story up over here. Hold on, man. Fuck. No, we don't want to do that just yet. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Right here. All right. So it says over here, and this is the title. This comes from Brooklyn Nets on SI. It's a Draymond Green article. And I was going to trash Draymond for the way he was actually treating Mr. Whammy. I don't know if you guys actually heard the story, man. He told the old man to go sit his ass down. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, seriously, show some professionalism. But, this is the only way Draymond's really actually able to really make it, in the NBA, is just by being that, agitator type of guy. All right. So it says over here, let's get into the actual meat of the article. And it said it's different. He didn't have as much freedom in Denver, Green said. Didn't have the ball in his hands as much as Denver, but he's showing that he's the star that everybody thought or knew he was coming out of college. He's finally getting to show that, and he's playing well. And then Porter received a fair share of criticism for his play style, while with the Nuggets, he was one of the team's top scoring options and backed it up statistically, but he also earned the reputation of shooting the ball a lot. Yeah, exactly. There was a role that Michael Porter Jr. was actually playing in Denver. And what I was trying to explain to DJ is that there's only but so much shot clock to actually, it's only but so much basketball pretty much. If this is like, let's say, the 3-on-3 space, or even like, let's say 5-on-5, like in the park or something like that, you don't have a shot clock, then yeah, man. I mean, but like the ball pretty much was in Jokic's hands, and then you have Jamal Murray, and then you actually have, let's say, what was his name? What's his name, man? Aaron Gordon, and then you have Michael Porter Jr. So. And the fact that the team is pretty much 7-3, well, actually 7-4 now. They lost the game against the Golden State Warriors, and I think they should have really won that game. Then that's absolutely huge right there, man. So let's talk about last night's game. And your boy Cam Thomas, man. I tried to tell you guys that physicality, strength. Yo, Mo Beasley, what's good, man? I don't think y'all winning the championship, man. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can actually beat San Antonio. I think y'all give up your young core. It's a gamble, but I think they pulled the plug on the Houston, on that Houston situation, really, really, way, way too early, man. Now where was I, man? I was giving a shout out to Mo Beasley over there, man. That's my dog right there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Cam Thomas. What happened, man? What happened with Cam Thomas? He's got benched in the fourth quarter, and this is the problem about Cam Thomas. Pretty much is that he's too slow. See, like it's either one or the other. Either like you can play through the physicality, but like you're too slow to guard. Like no, you're too slow to actually guard, like let's say the Tyrese Maxey's, the Ja Morant's, the Trey Youngs, all the explosive guards out there, But with him is actually both. Now on every single possession, right, they can constantly and consistently attack Cam Thomas, and on the other end, if you put much more physical type defenders on Cam, and the referees aren't giving him the ticky-tack whistles, then yes, big fan Breezy. Yeah, he's over there on the he's on a minute restriction. Yeah, okay. No, he didn't really play in the fourth quarter, man. Come on, man. I don't want to hear that. Man. I don't want to hear that, man. Big fan Breezy, man. You always making excuses for him, man. Like I said, all you got to do is compare him to the other guards in the NBA. He's not that guy, man. He is definitely not that guy, man. I know, McCloyd. I'm definitely getting in Cam Thomas's crosshairs, man. I'm gonna cost him a contract, man. But like I said, I gotta keep it a buck. I gotta keep it real, man. All right, listen. I'm gonna give Big Fan Breezy the link, man. Get on up in here, man. Get on up in here. Hold on. Because, like, you were ducking smoke the other night. I was trying to get onto your show, bro, and you were ducking some serious smoke. That didn't show much character from you at all, man. High character from you, man. I don't duck smoke. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me get the what the hell's wrong with this thing? There's like a help button over here and with the link. Like, I don't need help. Get the fuck out of here. Let's see. Hold on, man. Let me get the link here. Let me put none. Let me say no help. No, get out of here. Let me see. What's wrong with the link here, man? There's like a help button here. I don't know what the hell that's even all about, man. Yeah, I'm trying to drop the link right now, man. I don't know what's going on. Like, because Breezy, he was on some serious glazing shit last night, man. The other night. Didn't want to even let me on or anything like that, man. I don't know what's going on here, man. What's up? Yeah, let me see. Here we go. All right, the link is actually there right now, man. The link is there. My fault, guys. All right, so in the meantime, we'll go into this other article while these guys are coming on, and it talks about the Nets should be worried about their rookies, man. These media pundit guys, man. It says, should the Nets be worried about their rookies, pretty much? And this comes from Nets Wire. And it says none of the collection of the 5 first-round picks is overly impressed to this point. Diego has actually really impressed me. I mean, not to say that he's an all-star or anything like that, but I'm just looking at the future, and sky's the limit when it comes to Diego, Danny Wolf. And I know I get it with Drake Powell, but they're definitely better than the players that they actually had the last time. Yeah, man. I don't think Breezy's going to, man. I mean, he looks better. Yeah, it was good, man. Yo.
When you mention that name, make sure you put my boy Nola in that name.
Oh yeah, Nolan too, man. Yeah, definitely. I
Yo,
mean,
shout out to Diego, man. A record 6 3-pointers. It
yeah,
was 6, right? No,
yeah.
6 is yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's a rookie record
Yeah,
for
but
Brooklyn
we
Nets
didn't draft.
history.
Listen,
So
we didn't
yeah.
draft Diego to be a Klay Thompson, man. I mean,
No, 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 no. Listen. It's not about comparing to anybody right now. It's the fact that we wanted these rookies to break new records, right? To do stuff and earn their roles
yeah.
on his team. Yegor is putting in the work. I agree with everybody saying that. I agree with everybody saying that physicality, defense, those things still got to get better, and that's good constructive criticism. But I think for Yegor, he's finding confidence at least with taking more shots, and that's better than where he was beginning of the month. So yeah, just keep that going forward.
All right, hold on.
MPJ,
We'll get back to Diego. So I want to
yeah.
get your guys' perspective because I was re-listening to the show before I started this. And Jonathan, you look really, really bad right now when it comes
on what?
to
On what?
Michael Porter Jr., baby. He's him. He's him, baby.
Oh man, listen. Whoa. Listen, listen. Wait. I've given Michael Porter Jr. all his props. The fact that he's doing what he's doing with 3 back surgeries. Wait, it's not. First off, let me clarify this. First off, okay, MPJ. Listen, at the end of the day, what he's doing right now, he's earned himself an All-Star bid, right? All the crazy shots he takes, all the versatility he's shown that he probably had in his bag in college, right? But the injuries kind of made him a third option. Listen, he's earned all that. My whole thing is this: the goal of this year is to secure a top 4 pick. I mean, Caleb Wilson tonight, another dominant performance. The guys in the top 4 are all dominating in certain ways this year. I know Pearson's a little hurt, but all those guys in the top 4 could really help take the Brooklyn Nets to the next level. My only thing is this. Wait. Let me just finish. My only thing is this. If you're going to keep MPJ, rest him the rest of the way after February 5th, secure your lottery pick, and have a young star on the team that could be the next 5 to 10 years. My whole thing is with MPJ, you just got to hope and pray he can sustain being a top guy on whatever team he's on, because there's no telling if he will be in the NBA next to 5 to 10 years. And we've seen all the evidence on why he's considering semi-retirement. So I wish him the best, but he should not be what we're building around. He could be a part of it, but he's not the guy I'm building a team around, though, respectfully. And that was my whole point about that. But he's done well this year.
But John, respectfully,
hold on. We got Breezy over here. I think he probably.
You're cooked too. You're cooked. He's wanting to smoke weed. I'm just gonna watch this shit, man. Here we go.
Hold on, CJ. 1 second, man. Yo, Breezy, what's going on, man? You were ducking smoke tonight, man. What happened? What happened to your boy?
I never duck smoke. You got to know that. I never duck smoke.
You were ducking smoke, bro.
No, I wasn't ducking. I wasn't ducking smoke. I was celebrating. I know fans
like on the show. I said, drop the link. You were acting like a little bitch, man. You didn't want to let me on, man.
Hold on. First and foremost, I ain't gotta disrespect you because I'm just talking basketball. Hold on. Let's be clear. On my show, I never called you a bitch, and on my show, I never called you. What was the word you used? A glazer. Let me just start there. I don't disrespect you, bro. I tell people to go. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. I tell people to subscribe to your page. I don't call you out your name. But hold on. But I do ask for smoke. I'm only here for smoke. I'm not here to chat with you, nigga. I'm here for smoke. So no. Since you started like that, I'm big smoke. Now let me start. First off, you talk that I don't want a small guard shit, but you put Anthony Simons in the trade package. Fuck out of here.
I said,
nigga, I'm gonna cook your whole shit from here on out since you want to be disrespectful. We're gonna get to it right now. You can't talk, I don't want a small guard, but say Anthony Simons in the trade package. You're a fucking hypocrite.
Nah. I said I don't want Anthony Simons because he is undersized. I said no more undersized guards.
Then why do you want to trade for him?
So hold on. Wait, since you want to start with disrespect, let's get to it. When I'm saying this, my debate is stronger than your debate. When it come down to, when it come down to Cam Thomas being on the roster, again, the minute restriction is important because they're giving him 20 minutes so they won't re-aggravate that same injury. Where we not on the same page? Or you disagree with that?
I don't know, man. It seemed like he was really kind of struggling through the physicality. He really couldn't
Bro, I'm talking about the minute restriction. I'm talking about minute restriction. Do you
actually putting out? He can't guard the 3-point line. I mean,
no, this is lies, bro. But hold on, see, this is what I'm saying, bro. I'm watching the game. I don't know if you're watching the game.
I watched it.
All right, just 5-minute highlights, please.
Okay. Listen. So what I'm saying is the difference between highlights and watching a game is this: on the highlights, you see Nolan Traore coming, he blocked the alley-oop, right? You'll see that part, but you don't see the part where Cam Thomas is hustling for the ball after that. And in my opinion, Randall gets the ball in the Wolves game. He's erratic. You got Nolan just playing defense like he should. He gets the charge. But what I'm saying is it was Cam Thomas hustle that made Randall erratic. Now I'm saying that to say those are the intangibles that you look for, not only in a Nolan Traore, but a Cam Thomas. Again, I don't duck no smoke. I was celebrating because fans like you starve to have content about some negative shit to push a narrative that you don't have a better answer for the Brooklyn Nets. Hold on, you don't got a better answer for the Brooklyn Nets.
I just don't like his size. I mean, I've said this.
What do you mean his size? What are you talking about?
Yo, boss.
Yo, like what the hell are you talking about? Yo, no, hold on. Listen, no, this is what I'm saying. NBA players is doing real shit. Peyton Pritchard is playing real basketball. The dude that on Utah, Keontae George playing good basketball. You got small guards, not all guards. Majority of the league is a big league, but there's special players that got a scoring talent like Keontae George, like Anthony Simons, like Peyton Pritchard. Yo, these players, they really hoop. And it's not like they great defenders. Don't make it seem like they all great defenders.
All stars or anything like that. I mean, and it's for a reason too. They're role players.
Nah, like I said, yeah, you don't have no better trade. You don't have no player that could come to do what Cam Thomas do. Don't talk that shit to me when you fucking move the goalpost every time I say something. Like I say something, now you post a rebuttal to exactly to what I said. You talk about some other shit. Now you do that on your show, and that's your show, but at the end of the day, you was disrespectful, so I don't give a fuck. Like I said, when Cam Thomas only had 12 points, we had 107 points. When he had 30 points, we had like 120 something points. Case in point is that there ain't nobody on the Brooklyn Nets that could replace his scoring. And don't try to make it seem like a downplay. Don't downplay scoring like it ain't important, because it is.
Who's more valuable to the team, Michael Porter Jr. or Cam Thomas?
MPJ.
Why is that right now? Yeah.
MP. What you mean, MP? Because he's the number one option and he's efficient. He's the best number one option from from KD.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Right, I'll give you that. Exactly. And there's a reason for that. Again, his height, his length, and the matchup problems that he can actually really cause. Like Cam Thomas doesn't really even give you any of that, man. Like who's he going to cause matchup issues on?
What you mean? He can't be guarded. First and foremost, when it come down to matchup issues, two things happen. One, he could play above or under the 3-point line to get to offense. That's for one. Now, that being said, in contrast, you can't get no offense from man, not for real. You could get Jaeger offense more behind the above the 3-point line instead of under the 3-point line. You feel what I'm saying? But he get into the under 3-point line. I'm saying for Jaeger it's acceptable. For man, it's not. Everybody try to make it seem, even not Jordy, but even the Brooklyn Nets, they didn't play him in the fourth quarter, but it was because of the minute restriction, BK. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You talking this other shit, it's because of the minute restriction. They keeping him at 20 minutes. The next game we play in Houston,
he scored 30 points in 20 minutes. How come he couldn't replicate that?
The Warriors game.
You trying to tell me so he's supposed to do that every game? And you don't even have an example of a player that did that before Cam Thomas. No real shit. You don't have a player. You don't have a player, an example to say that that's what they did in 20 minutes off the bench. You don't have a player in your mind. You don't know. You don't remember the game. You don't know who the fuck it was.
But what happened? I mean, he didn't look as good against more bigger physical guys. I try to tell you this. And when the referees,
what you mean? Bro, he played bad. His second game back. He played bad. Boy, where's the grace? Like y'all asked for all of this consistency. Jaeger and all of these other players, they could mess up. Connect Clax. He just started playing this year the way he is. Everybody could get grace. But listen, hold on. But what I'm saying is, y'all don't have a play.
You were amazing the other night. Yeah,
bro. I'm telling you the truth. Bro, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not going to wait till he not on a team to acknowledge the player that he is, the scorer that he is, knowing that every championship roster you could talk about had 2 shot creators. Michael Porter Jr. is 1. Cam Thomas is 2. Now they trying to make Noah Clowney a shot creator. We see that they're making Jaeger a shot creator, but he's doing it above the 3-point line. Case in point is, regardless of how good our defense is, we win the games where teams struggle to get 100 points or just crack over 100. These teams like the Golden State Warriors that could score 120 points, but regardless if it's Butler foul baiting, he's still putting points up, and we still got to get more points to beat that. You feel what I mean? Y'all want to, again, always reiterate the negativity around what Cam Thomas don't do. And I hear what y'all saying, but when it come down to what he do and what he don't do and what he do way more. Facts. It's just what it is. And my thing is, I'm not against like what John say when they come off the bench. He's on a minute restriction. You give it 20 minutes. It's up to Jordy Fernandez to play him in those 20 minutes appropriately. And since we talking about it, a lot of the times, if you watching the game, like you said, you watching the game instead of trying to disrespect me, and you watching a motherfucking game, listen, and you watching a motherfucking game, you see it's like 15-15, and they go to like 15-22, and then they put Cam Thomas in the game. It's because the way the offense is with Terrence Mann on the offensive side of the ball, it go bad because they know that he just looking for somebody. It's the truth.
He was on the court. Where's my notes at? 'Cause I took notes on this over here, man. Because you
need to watch your neck fan mouth. Anytime you disrespect my handle, you got to be talking crazy. Know that. And when you're not even talking more basketball than me, more than me, bro. I debated you about Cam Thomas before. I debate you about Cam Thomas right now. John could be the judge. I don't give a fuck. Next time you speak on my name, it better be some respect and honor on it. Because I don't do nothing but kick up dust at other fans. And I say this energy for Knicks fans. But you want to go in the backyard and do this, then let's fucking do it. Listen, like I said, what debate you want to have?
I took notes.
What debate you want to have?
BK, what debate you want to have? You called him a B, and he just made you want to get a passport to China.
That's what he was acting like. When I was just messing with him.
I wasn't acting like one. I was celebrating. Hold on, it was a Nets win. Hold on, what you think this is? You think I gotta throw the link in the chat? You think I'm that? I ain't that. Just because you asked, you pulled up, and why? What? Because you got a few more 100 subscribers than me? Why? Because you might be. I don't give a fuck. Listen to me. When it comes down to me throwing, when it comes down to me throwing a link in the chat, hold on. When it comes down to me throwing a link in the chat, that's because I choose to. Just because you pull up and you say, "Oh, I want to get
like this," because you feel guilty and you know that you
feel about what?
Tonight. Listen,
bro, hold on. What I'm saying is, it's rude for you to invite me to the page, then call me out my name for one. For two, For two, what I'm trying to explain to you is, it was unacceptable because of my soliloquy. Now I'm explaining what happened. I'm celebrating. You talking all of this shit? Nets fans want to hold on.
There was a large stretch in that in the end of the third where like the Nets actually needed a basket. They were up big. Cam Thomas gets into the game.
You talking about the Warriors?
The Warriors actually start coming back. And then when they needed scoring, right, and that late third quarter, I mean, he disappeared. Why is that?
The whole bench disappeared, BK, if you want to be honest. If you watch the game, the whole bench disappeared.
Supposed to be that guy.
No.
Really, like,
listen, what I'm saying is, my thing is this. For one, I didn't see the whole game straight through, but what I could tell you is this. From what I'm hearing, and I shout to my chat, shout to the comment section. He was saying like, yo, you know what they should do is start Jaeger at 2 and put Nolan Traore at 1. Now, I was going to make a whole podcast about just this topic, but since we here. That's the truth. The lineup you need to put next to Cam Thomas is this. When they track Cam Thomas at half court or above the 3-point line, because they like to play defense on Cam Thomas, because they have to play defense on Cam Thomas above the 3-point line to half court. That's the best way to stop him. Coaches like Steve Kerr could do shit like that. But whoever was the coach before that, Jordy Fernandez was just a better coach than him. And Cam Thomas was hot. Some games it's going to be like that. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, but case in point is when you put Cam Thomas next to Nolan Traore, he's breaking down any fucking trap. You cannot trap Cam Thomas next to Nolan Traore. I seen struggles with Yegor getting past half court. I seen Nolan Traore get I double fucking dare any defense try to trap Nolan Traore on a full court. He blows. Hold on. So what I'm saying is put Nolan Traore next to Cam Thomas. Let Cam Thomas play off ball until Nolan Traore bring the ball up. Don't even put Cam Thomas in a situation where he getting trapped like that. Look for Cam Thomas on a cut or a slant. Like, let him get to the basket like that.
They also got to utilize Danny Wolf better. He's not a forward. Like, have him as a forward just makes him a defensive liability. You got to allow him to drive some offense.
That's why this is 5-on-5 basketball, and you should be able to set some screens where he can get better matchups, though, man. That's on Jody Fernandez, though, man.
Right, I agree. He needs to utilize Wolf a lot better because Nolan and Cam do need the ball to be dominant, but you can't just have Wolf be in the corner, get 1 or 2 shots up, and they miss, and that's it.
No,
like,
I've seen Danny Wolf be able to actually play off the basketball, man. Like,
he can. It's just he's in a lull right now because they have him just being a forward. And it's like he can do so much more as a point center to get all these other guys more open shots. Because Cam and Nolan does be the only guys to get offense off the bench. That's not going to do well against different teams.
We're not done with this Cam Thomas over here, man. Listen, bro.
No, bro. You brung it up, nigga, and you was calling me out my name, nigga. I want to smoke. What you talking about? We ain't doing this Cam Thomas shit. You brung it up
this over here, man. Now I want to ask you, right? How can you look at players like Jaylen Brown, Jalen Williams, Cade Cunningham, right? You look at these guys, and then you say, I want Cam Thomas. Shouldn't we go and get somebody of those type of caliber players to match up to like a Jaylen Brown and the physicality of those guys? Why would you want an undersized guard? I don't get it.
Okay, Nick, I like how you do that, but let's talk. Let's hold on, bro. You. It's like you. We both Nets fans, right? It's like you throw me a pass out of bounds. Like, what the fuck is that? Like,
I'm trying to catch the pass, man.
That ain't no fucking pass you want me to catch. That's a pass you throwing out of bounds. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is that John Marks got Cam Thomas at number 27. You mentioned Cade Cunningham, a number 1 pick. You mentioned Jaylen Brown, he's a number 1 pick. You mentioned Jalen Williams, he's a lottery pick. What the fuck?
So don't you?
What are you talking about, bro? Hold on. What are you? Hold on. The last time it was a small guard that got drafted number 1 was Kyrie Irving. Other than that, it's all big guards. Why would you? That don't even make no sense. Am I lying to you?
I think you're emotional right now, man.
No. Am I lying to you though? Am I lying to you?
I mean, you are essentially, yeah.
Bro, hold on. So, okay, after Kyrie Irving, name a small guard that got drafted in the top at the number 1 pick.
Well, we look at like if you
name one.
Another small guard
that got drafted after Kyrie Irving. That was a small guard. Since you always talking this small guard shit, this the modern NBA.
Fact, man. Like basketball.
Bro, what I'm saying is, in context, you mentioned 3 players in the lottery. What I'm explaining to you, I'm articulating to you, is that the NBA, by definition, they looking for the biggest players first, pause, and then the smallest players. That's how it go. That's why you're going to get Cam Thomas at a 27th pick, partly because he's 6'3". All of the players that you mentioned taller than him in a lottery picks, that's not a coincidence. Do you hear what? Hold on, but you feel me? Like, that's not a coincidence. Like, that's intentional. Even Walter Clayton Jr., he just got picked. He's a small guard. But he didn't get picked in at a lottery pick. He was probably like a 2nd round pick, I think. Like,
listen. Well,
look how good Jalen Brunson is. Like, right, but he got picked in the 2nd round because he's a small guard. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Bro, it's no. What I'm saying is, you saying that I like Cam Thomas because he's a small guard. I'm saying I like Cam Thomas because I watched him from the summer league. That's a player that we drafted. I'm telling you,
the weaknesses that he actually brings, right? Especially him not having the athleticism to go out there and run guys up the 3-point line. That's probably one of the main reasons why he's benched. He can't, like you saw what Royce O'Neal and Dylan Brooks was doing to him. They put bigger physical guards on him, and the referees aren't giving the ticky-tack whistles and him throwing his head back and, like all that nonsense. I mean, he's really...
he played through contact. Why are you pushing these fake narratives? For who? Like, you have a solution for Cam Thomas not being here? Because who's going to make up for the points?
I was a Cam Thomas fan.
No. But who's your solution?
I don't
you don't have no... I swear, y'all don't have no trade packages. That's why I take it to y'all. Y'all don't got no... Y'all just don't appreciate the players on your team. You don't appreciate the players on your team. You always talking about other teams and other players. You get on my goddamn nerves.
Activity is about winning.
Breeze. Breeze. You know what he said on the previous show? He said AJ DeBosa, who he said was like the best young superstar last year, says that MPJ is more valuable than him and that AJ has no place. You said AJ has no place in the NBA, which was crazy to me.
I didn't say that. Stop. I didn't say that.
Yeah, you said it on with your face off the screen.
I've been defending you, man.
No. BK, it's on the recording. An hour and like 13 minutes and 20 seconds. I put it on the timestamp on the chat board.
In terms of value, man, like more players that can actually
not longevity though. For MPJ, next 3 to 4 years, AJ could be the next 5 to 10 years, is what I was saying. And you're saying that's BS.
Hold on, AJ can suffer.
You see the negativity with him. He's like, AJ, you were praising the biggest injury-prone player of all time, a fisherman, for Pete's sake.
Right.
Come on.
I wasn't even going to bring that up.
Now the buck switches. Here we go. Now the buck switches.
Brings up a great comment. If Cam Thomas shooting was so important, exactly, man. I mean, definitely, he would have definitely.
To give context to Claude's comment, he's a Knicks fan too. So I just want to let y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? To all the Nets fans out there.
Hey! He's a valuable contributor to your show and my show, man. So you
but I'm saying his perspective is through. You got to realize how many points he dropped on the Knicks. He dropped he came back and beat him, and the Garden with 16 points without Kevin Durant. What player you can mention that did that for the Brooklyn Nets versus the Knicks? You can't. Don't tell me why. I'm glazing Cam Thomas. I'm telling you, he versus the rival team across the bridge as a rookie, he did that. Let me see that from Yegor. Let me see that from Drake. Let me see that from any of these rookies this season. Stop playing with my handle. Let them do the same thing as a rookie that Cam Thomas did. Stop asking me why I like Cam Thomas, and stop asking me and stop calling me a glazer. Fuck out of here. I'm telling you, it's big smoke, nigga. Fuck you thought this was. Stop calling me a glazer. Stop calling me a bitch. Nigga, it's big smoke, nigga. I debate you anywhere. I see you anywhere. Any fucking debate, nigga, you gonna be a motherfucking picnic with your family, nigga. I debate you right there.
All right, cool. I like that. I like the energy. All right, so what I wanted to ask you, how much you think Cam Thomas should get paid, man? One of the guys, Jay over here, he wants to know how much should he actually get paid?
Bro, he gotta be how you say, he gotta be flexible, pause. You know what I'm saying? He can't just look at it like, yo, it's cool for him to just ask for the biggest amount of money based on productivity, because he know that injury hurt him. The injury takes 20 games.
Just
20 games. It took 20 games for him to come back to the team.
Can I just say something, Claude? There's no such thing as a fan of both teams. You're a fan of one team or the other, man. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm not a Mets fan. I'm not two fans of 2 New York teams, bro. Respectfully, come on.
Hold on. BK. This is short soliloquy. The 20 games take him out of contention to make any of the teams because it's 65-82 games, so 17. So he missed 20. So he got to negotiate with that. And you know what I'm saying? Because, when those are incentives, like you get on the All-Pro, you get on the All-Star, all of that. Yeah. They're going to, you know what I'm saying, talk turkey with you. But if it ain't that, then you got to realize those incentives you're going to miss. So to answer the question, I think he should. I think he should take a 3-year.
Players, we got to see what they can do in the playoff series. The playoffs and the regular season are two totally different seasons. I mean, literally totally different. Any type of weakness that Cam has, and I go over these scouting reports when I do these shows.
Yes,
they break your game down to the molecule, man. So, and the referees aren't going to help Cam Thomas out. You know, he can actually try to go ahead and throw his head back and try to initiate contact, but they're not going to be giving them those ticky-tack fouls. You know, so
I don't expect them to get the fouls. Brooklyn Nets, if you're a Nets fan, bro, you gotta know they ain't in no situation where they was giving us the whistle, bro. We never had players. Even Kevin Durant at
the beginning of the season. Oh, and also those were L's, right? So really, I don't really factor those because you didn't actually win the game, you know. But yeah, he went to the free throw line 10, 11 times, and they were, you breathe on Cam Thomas, they were calling fouls, you know. So, but in the Phoenix game, they wasn't calling fouls. They were really physical. They were hand checking him, and he was getting frustrated. He was making bad decisions with the basketball, not getting his teammates involved. Oh, and then what happened to him last night, man? Because everybody, all the Nets fans was trying to cheer the actual team on, the Nets players was standing up, cheering the actual team on. He gets benched, and he's in the corner soaking. I mean, like, you really want a guy like that on your team, man?
Bro, yo, I want a real hooper on my team, bro. You ain't gotta listen. You ain't gotta come with me to the barbecue. You ain't gotta come with me to the kickback. You ain't gotta do none of that. Like, if that's all you do, you know, somebody who just do what they do, that's all they care about. If all he care about is hooping, he being real because he don't want to celebrate because he mad that he, you know, upset about his game. I think he passionate about his game. I think he thinking like, yo, damn, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I want to make it right. Like, I be that. Like, I don't need a happy-go-lucky jump for the camera. Look, the camera people are watching. Nah, be real. If that's how you feel, then cool. Really celebrate with me though when it's time to celebrate. And then I see somebody post something on XBK. He post how you know what I'm saying? The locker room vibes was dope, and they showed it that game when he had 30. It was just showing that, you know what I'm saying?
Course, they Minnesota wasn't playing defense, man. If you watch,
I'm just saying the locker room vibes. You say, oh, you really want a guy like that on your team? Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the locker room vibes with the team with Cam Thomas, bro. It's a vibe there, bro. It's 2018, 2019 vibes. Word, man. Yeah, listen, that's what I'm saying. We all we got, BKNY Hoops. That's why you be getting me tight, bro. We all we got, bro. We got like the smallest media, bro, but we could grow, man. We can't be hating on the players that we draft. We gotta big them up. Y'all be talking shit. Hold on, how you feel about Clowney?
I didn't start this. It's not in my soul. I can't lie to people. You want me to lie to people? I just can't do it, man.
I don't want you to lie to people.
You're hoping to get you. See, the thing is, you're hoping one day if you praise Cam Thomas enough, he'll give you an interview. I really don't care about all that, man.
Oh wow, that's
hold on. You see what I'm saying, John? Do I? Is my content like that? We got ask John. I'm not even ask John. It's my content. Hold on. I just want to know. Hold on, from your perspective, because it seemed like a lot of nasty narratives is going around. Are you giving people the impression that if you pull up to my content, you only hear about Cam Thomas? Is that what you're saying?
No. You don't want to talk about like you, Sarah Kustok. I mean, Sarah Kustok wasn't like y'all want to just give the praise, but when it's bad, it's y'all don't want to talk about it. What you mean?
What more you want? Hold on. This is what I'm saying. I said, yo, I already acknowledged that it was. I didn't duck no smoke.
You asked me to stream on it.
What you mean do a stream? You jumped on it, did a stream. I jumped in the chat. You said pull up.
You should have did your own show last night, and your thumbnail should have been about Cam Thomas and the struggles that he possessed.
See what I'm saying? Yo, John, this is why BKNY Hoops get me tight. You telling me what title I should have picked, and my fucking title was beautiful. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just because I don't do thumbnails, but if you look at the title, I put that Jaeger 7 3-pointers with a fire emoji. Now I'm saying that to say he broke a record. That's the more important thing. I'm going to highlight the rookie doing good opposed to Cam Thomas doing bad. Why would I pay more attention to why would I ignore Jaeger record-breaking night for Cam Thomas playing bad. That's stupid not stupid, but I'm not doing that. That's what you probably no. Don't think that way. You don't think for me, bro. No, that's not what I do.
Let me interject just for a minute here. Listen, BK, like I helped build this show. I was a big part of it in the beginning. I had to go through so many of your Ben Simmons streams, and it's hypocritical to mention him with his Cam stuff, but it's like you were doing the Ben Simmons thing. So don't throw smoke when you were throwing a whole bunch of fake fire our way, man. But listen, at the end of the day, me and Breezy, we've always had fair conversations, some fiery debates recently, but you know what? We had a great show last night where we were just talking about a lot of different things. Like Breezy, listen, he's a Cam fan. He's never had that whatsoever, but he's also giving credit to some of our other players. Like Diego in the beginning, he doubted him. I said give Jaeger a chance, and now he's acknowledging what Jaeger is doing. Like at the end of the day, Breezy lets us talk about a lot of different players on the show, just besides Cam. But Cam, at the end of the day, is his guy, and it's his show. He's entitled to talk about it. And we can defend the debate whether Cam is valuable to his team or not. But at least we have those conversations. But oops, you got to bring more fire tonight, man, because you call Breezy the B word, man. He's more entitled to bring a lot of fire, and he's going a little easy on you right now. So you got to bring some more verbiage to your Cam Thomas rhetoric. Come on, man. You guys step up a little bit tonight, man. Like, come on. You guys step up a little bit tonight.
I was messing with Breezy to get his attention.
You don't mess with somebody you call him the B word, bro. If you call me the B word, bro, like I would cook your Ben Simmons takes 10 times as bad as I cooked him in the past, bro. Like, come on, respectfully. Like, you just gotta stop, man.
Yeah, facts though, bro. Like, and he right, bro. I'm taking a light on you because I really be trying to talk. I appreciate you. I like content creators doing their thing. I ain't running around calling other net fan content creators bitches and glazes, nigga. You crazy? This is what I'm saying. Hold on, my whole handle different from yours. Like, bro, again, my conversation, like, I'm not even telling you the game, bro, because you don't even deserve to hear. You don't deserve to hear it. You just deserve to smoke. You deserve all smoke from me, man. All smoke.
This isn't it about actually getting better, man, as a team. So,
bro, what you mean?
If you go out there, right, you play basketball, man. Let me break this down simplistically. Let me try. You go out there, you play basketball in the park. You play in a 3-on-3 and 5-on-5. You win the first couple of games, but then the guy who got next is a bunch of 6'7" guys, and you're like 5'8", 5'9". Don't you want to pick guys to actually match up to those other guys, man?
Bro, why I answered this question already? Why you keep asking me the same question? Bro, it's not a real question. Cam Thomas is not that high, and you don't even have a name for it. Like, your examples are trash. Like, bro, like, what are you talking about?
You just agree with my examples, but
it's an example. It's a hypothetical. Never happened. It's just a bad question.
No, like I said, about matchups, man. If we can't match up to the big physical guys, then we have to get guys that are actually long, big, and physical,
bro. Man. Pause. Are you, bro? This is what I'm, John.
Those guys are not even in the. We can't get
John. John. Yo, my fault. I just want to say this last thing. I don't really think you paying attention. You really think it's entertainment insulting me when I'm really out here talking basketball on your page. I said this. John said this on my page. Jordy Fernandez just confirmed it the other day. They say, oh, Cam Thomas made the defense whack, yada, yada, whoop-de-whoop. I say, nah, it's because they put Clowney at the 4 and MPJ at the 3. Jordy Fernandez in a press conference saying the same thing I said. So watch your mouth when you talking to me when I'm that consistent of a content creator to get my take right and then have the coach say what I said, not verbatim, but in other words. Like, stop playing with me, man. You don't want to smoke with me, bro. I want to debate you anywhere and everywhere, and forever.
I would look at more of the defensive schemes, right? By what they should have done is actually force Steph Curry into long 2-pointers. Force him into that, take away his superpower, run him off the 3-point line at all course, and then make him beat you with pull-up 2s. That's how you really kind of like beat.
That's not going to work, bro. Steph Curry is known for hitting them type of shots, bro.
They should have Drake Powell play.
It's better to make the long 2s than
you know what he's shooting from the mid-range and the long 2, bro.
No, I agree, DJ. I agree with that. But his superpower is actually hitting 3s, man.
Yeah, but BK, you know they should play defense against him. It should have been Drake Powell, not Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann should be traded as soon as possible. He does not bring value whatsoever. I'd rather young buck like Drake Powell try to defend a Curry than a Terrence Mann. Like that's just nah.
Well, Terrence Mann's a guy who actually knows his role. So, on DJ. So, what do you? All right, you're
I think the whole
I got
matchup
smoke
was
for
bad.
DJ too,
I
man.
didn't think we.
I got smoke for DJ too. DJ's my boy, man, but I got smoke for DJ.
Oh, come on, just let DJ give his take off, bro. There's no smoke tonight. You're getting smoke though, that's for sure.
What smoke? What smoke he had?
Draymond
He was
Green
lying.
Draymond was basically saying the same thing I'm saying. He really didn't get the opportunity or the touches that in Denver. So, with your whole response to let me put the actual.
Wait, who you talking about now? Who you talking about?
Draymond Green. He gives high praises to Michael Porter Jr.
Nobody want to hear about Draymond, bro.
So
that dude is classless, bro. Nobody want to talk about him.
Listen, any team can use the Draymond, man. I'll take Draymond on this team.
You want a guy sucker punching young players?
Come on. What did he say?
Listen, if you on
you bro, you a rage baiter, bro. You a rage baiter. I'm convinced.
I'm trying to understand what's his point here. He said Draymond gave his praise. Everybody knows all these players is friendly, bro. So what is his point?
All right. I mean, what I'm saying is that he didn't get the touches like he's getting now in Brooklyn, in Denver. You know, because like there was a pecking order in terms of like.
No, you stole my whole argument. I said that already, bro.
Yeah, he did. Like at the end of the day, of course, MBJ's role is different because we have no number one option. In Denver, he's never going to be number one option.
I said the only difference between now and then is that
why couldn't Cam Thomas replicate or somewhat replicate that performance he actually had in Minnesota? Because we were talking about this the other night too.
You said why you couldn't replicate the performance?
Yeah.
Honestly, I just think the defense wasn't there, bro.
No, Cam Thomas, you mean?
You talking about Michael Porter Jr., right?
No, I'm talking about Cam Thomas because Breezy's on here, man, and Breezy was giving him high praise, but he couldn't replicate somewhat of that 30-point performance that he had. Not to say he had to have 30, but I mean he was like a non-factor in the game pretty much, man. So Cam Thomas, what do you think?
Does. He's inconsistent,
bro. You think everybody's like I'm talking about Cam Thomas?
I just came here to cook you, inconsistencies, bro. If he wasn't going to go out there and score, he could have did something else, but he didn't.
They're not utilizing Danny Wolf properly off the bench. Like if you just have a big man like Wolf to stand in the corner and not do anything,
bro. Like you need to do something. If you can't score, bro, what else are you gonna do? Bro?
Well, him and Nolan only had 2 assists. That was just they're just so way. There's only had 2 assists between them. One of them has to be the guard, the other has to be a scorer. Like they just did not have a synergy like they had the previous game. They got to fix that, or else it's gonna be horrible watching that bench unit because there's a lack of defense with some of those bench guys. So it's like you need to be locked in who's doing what offensively and who's doing what defensively. So yeah, there was no synergy on last night's game, and the Warriors game planned them really well.
So you think Cade Cunningham yesterday, a big fan Breezy, does he get held to 12 points against the Golden State Warriors? You know,
bro, I don't know why you contrasting 27 picks to number 1 picks. I don't know why you're doing that.
Yeah, I mean you're saying we should have a 27 pick, really lead the team, and he should be the main focal point of the offense.
No, bro, I'm not saying that. You asked me who's the leader of this team. Is it MPJ or Cam Thomas? This is the questions you asked me, and I answer these questions, and then you regurgitate the same lies on my name when on your show you asked me the question. I answered the question.
Show you had the other night. You didn't mention.
No, I'm talking to you right now. I said that. Hold on.
Right now, man. You
ask John, bro, what you mean? What you talking about?
What are you trying to
everybody
make him
that's
say,
a Nets fan, everybody with Nets fan eyes knows that MPJ is the number 1 option on this team. It is not a question. When Cam Thomas missed those 20 games, what we see happen? We seen Noah Clowney become a second option. We seen Yago become a third option, maybe a second option, depending on his field goal percentage. But the truth is, it was more consistent with Noah Clowney. Right, and stop me when I'm wrong. Noah Clowney being a second option. So what are you talking about? I'm acknowledging all of this. And the reason why I'm acknowledging this is, you know what I'm saying? Because I watched the game. I'm a student of the game. You talking all of this shit about Cam Thomas. He's one player on the roster. It was 20 games that I recapped. You feel what I'm saying? I was here. Just let's be clear. I was here recapping those 20 games that Cam Thomas wasn't here. Hold on. I just want you to know this. And this is the difference between me and you, since you want to talk about it. You, the one that just pulled up when Cam Thomas came back for the most part. I was here through the whole time. Content creating. So what are you talking about, bro? Don't make it seem like I pay attention to Cam Thomas. No, I pay attention to the Brooklyn Nets. Cam Thomas is on the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, I want smoke. What? Well, you got something else you want to debate?
Yeah, listen, man. I just wanted to get your take on the whole. I mean, I wanted you to respond to this whole
MPJ is the leader
So
of the
BK,
team.
was you debating him about the 2 games or just the whole season?
No, last night because he was like, I was saying basically, I think he disagreed with me.
Last night I threw the link in the chat.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is that you didn't acknowledge that Minnesota wasn't playing any type of defense. I was saying they wasn't playing no defense. If you look at All-Star games, right?
They play lazy, bro.
Yeah, the Nets just out hustled them, and they don't have a point guard. So the Nets obviously they don't have a point guard, but they took advantage of their lack of playmaking.
Defense. He wasn't run back on defense.
Yeah.
So what happens when teams start really? Because what you saw, like with Golden State, and like you look at the Phoenix game that Cam Thomas was playing in, that's what pretty much the playoffs is actually like, man. The referees are going to swallow the whistle. And they're going to get physical, and Cam Thomas doesn't have the strength, the athleticism to really play through that physicality, man.
I disagree. When you look at his points, I disagree. When you look at, and this is, again, I'm glad y'all looking at this because you get content creators with these narratives, and I'm here to expose them. Look at Cam Thomas' points. Do they come more from the field or more from the free throw line? Stop saying he can't play through physicality when more his points come from the field than the free throw line. He's not. Free throw merchants. Hold on, free throw merchants. A Jimmy Butler. Does Cam Thomas play like Jimmy Butler? Does he look for the foul like Trae Young or Jimmy Butler?
Huh? What? Say that. Hold on, I was looking at this.
Is Cam Thomas a foul baiter? Is he somebody that?
Hold on. During the regular season, Jimmy really looks for the free throw line when he in the playoffs, bro. Really in the playoffs.
Yeah.
When he was playing us, he was looking for the free throw line, DJ.
Bro, he was trying to get to. I'm just saying. I watched Jimmy. All
right, well, I just watch him when he played Brooklyn Nets. I don't really watch his game.
Foul bait when he gets to the playoffs.
And Cam's best work is usually the interior with the mid-range game. We had a discussion on this show about how the mid-range game is kind of like going away. But Cam, that's where Cam does his best work because he's not really a three-point shooter. Like his three-point numbers aren't bad; they've never been great, but he does a lot of work on the interior. I don't think he's trying to be a foul baiter, but Cam really doesn't get a lot of calls a lot of time because of the physicality that the other teams play, and the refs sometimes let it slide. Yeah, that's what I agree with TJ. It's not consistent what he does sometimes. Yeah.
Damn. Sheesh.
That's not smoke. That's a fair debate we're having. And now Breeze will obviously disagree with us. But that's our perspective on it.
BK, you saying as if like he don't get
disagree with what?
The contact all the time. Like he just doesn't do it consistently. That's all.
Yeah, that's what our perspective is. And Breezy could say, no, Cam is consistent, but we see inconsistency sometimes with Cam's performances.
No. I'm not saying my conversation was not consistency. It was where he's getting his points from. He's getting it from the field. Now the consistency, I'm not debating the consistency, bro. Again, like I said, I recapped the games without Cam Thomas. We just missed 20 games without Cam Thomas. The consistency is how many games he's playing in a row. And again, it's easy for fans that don't like him to talk their shit because when they talk about it, it's 2 games. One game he had a good game in 20 minutes. The next game, not so much.
But you guys look at why he didn't have a good game. You're just trying to say, oh, he just didn't have a good game. I mean, you don't want to look at.
No. I'm not saying it. I'm telling you, I think that Steve Kerr is a real good coach, and they knew to play defense on Cam Thomas above the 3-point line and after the half court, basically. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is,
if you want to be the number 1 option or a great player, bro, you got to be able to do something else besides score, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Listen, but what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is,
that adversity, bro. They took away his scoring. What else could he go to?
Listen, no. What I'm trying to tell you is, I was saying I wanted Cam Thomas to be the number 1 option the whole time when Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson was here. And the first time I said he shouldn't be the first option when Dennis Schroeder was here. So I never say he should always be the first option, but I did have him as the first option. But when Dennis Schroeder was here, I say, Dennis Schroeder run the offense. Same thing, same principle. The way MPJ is running the offense, for the most part, Jordy Fernandez running out the front court, but MPJ, he could shoot the ball and he could get to the rim because he, like you said, BK, he 6'11". You feel what I mean? But my point is that it's clear to see that MPJ is a number 1 option. Cam Thomas is not a number 1 option on his team, not playing 20 minutes off the bench. But, that being said, that's fine. If Jordy Fernandez know how to put him in a rotation way, you know what I'm saying? He could utilize not just Cam Thomas, all the players, but Cam Thomas I think in a way where he better. And again, you know what's bad though, DJ? Is that this is what I be trying to tell BK, is that Why you want to insult me? I'm telling you that Cam Thomas should start because we go down 15-22 and then he decides to put him in the game, because what it looked like is that we could get without Cam Thomas, the way Jordy Fernandez running X's and O's without shot creation, because teams, they going to make us one-dimensional when it come down to shot creation. It's easy for them to learn us. They can learn us in that first quarter without a second shot creator next to MPJ. But if you got somebody breaking down,
we don't have anybody off the bench though, Breezy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, listen. Remember. What I'm trying to agree with me on is maybe Nolan Traore being the point guard and Yegor being the 2. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was going to go live about. Listen, let me say why.
Nolan.
So hold on. Let me say why. Because MPJ don't like to dribble the ball a lot. You need a player that's going to break down the defense so he could take less dribbles. So if y'all don't want it to be Nolan Traore at the point, who else is breaking the defense down?
That's why Drake Powell should start, because defensively brings you a lot in the starting unit, and he can score in different ways.
He doesn't really bring you much offensively.
No, I agree, but I think him and Yegor might work because they could both, they're both solid players. I just think with Nolan and Yegor, having two. Let me just finish, because just having two point guards, two point guards in the backcourt, that don't make sense. You always need some type of scoring presence near a point guard. So I don't see how Nolan and Yegor could play together in the backcourt. The only way it works is if Yegor becomes a wing. You already have MPJ and Clowney, so that's like clogging that lane up if you have to make Yegor move to a different position.
Breezy in a way is right though. We ain't winning nothing. You might as well just try it.
You could try it. You could try it, I guess. I'm fine for
experimenting. Listen, hold on. Listen. Hold on, but Pete, if you try it, you got 4 draft picks starting. That's dope. That's dope, bro. You got 4 draft picks starting, bro.
Yegor, Nolan, and then
Noah Clowney, and Nick Claxton. That's 4.
Honestly, I want Wolf to be there, man. Then I'm sold. I would like Wolf to start too, man. Same. I hear the Warriors might want Claxton. I'm hearing him in trade rumors today.
Listen, man, you said all I do is trash on the actual Nets players, but don't you hear me praising Claxton? I'm giving Claxton his flowers now.
I can't believe you are. You said he had no skill in the league. I remember you saying he had no skill in the league. You said that. You said that.
It's about time Claxton did something, bro.
Yeah,
it's about time, but it's 7 years too late. Bro, if I'm being honest with you,
we talk about Claxton. We talk about Claxton. I was talking about how Jordy Fernandez learned.
But the last 3 or 4 shows I did, I've been really praising Claxton. I said Jonathan is still trashing him. I was defending him and saying he's actually doing really
Wait. My whole argument's been you already have a point center, Danny Wolf, but people say Claxton's a point center, but Claxton feeds MPJ most of his assists. That don't make you a point center. That just means you're getting your numbers up.
Hold on.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, John.
No, hold on.
Yeah. Right.
No, I'm the one saying that he a point center. But listen, even if me and you, hold on, even if we toggled about that, hold on, even if we toggled about that, you cannot deny that this is 3 different ways you could score the ball. You got the handoff to MPJ, 1, the fake handoff, him trying to get to the rim, 2, the fake handoff or him finding somebody for you know what I'm saying, him driving to try to charge a foul and him being a better free throw shooter. That's 3 ways of him scoring the ball. So we don't have to agree and call him a point center, but because Jordy Fernandez seen Sabonis, seen Jokic, he knows how to have that position score the ball. Just studying the game. You feel what I'm saying?
Let
me end it saying Clax benefits having a good coach in Jordy Fernandez.
No, I could agree with you on that. Also, I think Claxton's had a much better year. We all wanted that, so it's good that he's shown improvements there. My whole thing is this: if you didn't draft Danny Wolf, I might be buying to a PK Tron might say, maybe Clax is a point center, but you drafted Danny Wolf, a guy who actually can run that position. But now you have Danny Wolf in the back room of the bench. Now you have Nolan and Cam over, and it's like Wolf really he started so good. Now you're taking away what he's good at, and now Claxton still on his team has essentially Danny Wolf's role. So I feel like Danny Wolf's development with Claxton on the team will hurt Danny Wolf's development long term. That's a little bit my pushback. That's my only pushback. about that. Like, I give Claxton his props, but 7 years it took for this guy to really hit his ceiling. Danny Wolf from the jump was showing he could already hit his ceiling because he already had 4 years of college experience. So my whole thing is I just don't see how Danny Wolf will ever progress if Claxton's already holding that role down, even though I don't think that's really a role of being a point center for Claxton. He's just a much more improved playmaker at this point, I would say. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, let Danny Wolf run the second unit that Jamal was saying over here, and I agree with this.
I agree with Jamal.
My notes.
I agree with Jamal.
Yeah, but you got Cam Thomas over there, man. I don't know if can Cam Thomas actually play without the basketball, like come off of screens and.
I say that should be the second unit. It should be Cam, Danny Wolf as the second unit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have because Danny Wolf knows how to drive in the interior, and he could find Cam for wide open threes or wide open middies, and Cam doesn't feel like he has to create all the shots. Like that actually might work. It actually might help Cam be more of an effective six man with Wolf running offense. But then you have Nolan who wants to run offense. How does Nolan become a part of it? Then that's when it becomes a bit of a puzzle now. How can you have Nolan, Wolf, and Cam if Wolf is running offense, Cam's doing a lot of scoring? How does Nolan now fit into that equation? Maybe Breeze's thing about starting Nolan could help Nolan progress better, but I don't know. We got to see if Terrence Mann gets traded. That's the only thing. Mann has to be traded like soon for us to actually start experimenting.
Maybe you do the opposite of what Breezy was saying. Maybe you put Nolan at the 2 then.
I want to ask maybe, but he needs a better mid-range game,
though. One, bro.
Now you got Jonathan over here.
Somebody got to play, bro. I don't know, bro. Somebody got to play off ball, bro. You can't have
Nolan needs a better mid-range game. He could shoot threes, but he needs a better mid-range game before I could see him as a 2.
Yeah,
that's why it's hard. Because do you start Cam? Because somebody got to play.
Nolan got to get stronger. He has worked. Yeah, he has worked to do. Same thing with Diego Demon. I mean, I think Diego, if he puts on size, I mean, he's definitely will.
He was looking, bro. He was so frail.
Playing with the point guard position, because again, with his size, and actually, when he does put on weight, he does put on muscle. He's going to be going up against smaller guards like the Ja Morants and the Jalen Brunsons, the Anthony Simons. And if
Trae Young,
who was that? Who else?
Trae Young.
Yeah, Trae Young. So he can be able to draw a second defender and
most
get
of the guards in the East
shooters
wide open.
That's crazy. Yegor moves like a turtle through peanut butter. That's crazy.
No, he's not the most dynamic. He's not the most dynamic guard out there. He's not fast. He's not like you look at.
No, but he's a better improved scorer. He just needs to dribble better. But I think he needs to add 10 more pounds of muscle. He added 10 pounds coming into this year. He added 10 pounds when he got drafted coming into summer camp. They measured his weight. He was 10 pounds heavier. So if he could add 10 more pounds after this year, at least he's showing he's trying to get the build up. It's just not going to happen overnight, though. Like, we all want that. It's just he's going to have to do it a little bit each month.
I was telling you that the last show. I said we already know the weaknesses of Diego already, and Nolan Troyer, right? Yeah. So we already know the weaknesses of those guys. Now, Breezy, I want to ask you something over here. So Jonathan wants to tear this whole thing down, right? And hope and praise that we get like a number 1 through 3 pick over here.
He went to AJ DeBonsa.
Yeah,
I want DeBonsa or Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson's looking so impressive right now.
Ain't a guarantee though, John.
I know, but it's a gamble that we might have to take. But I'm open-minded to
gamble.
keeping it. But no, wait. I'm open-minded to keeping MPJ a little bit if they rest in the second half of the way, because you don't need him in the second half to win you games if you're going to protect your lottery pick. But everybody else, Claxton and some of these other vets, I'm very open-minded to moving because we have a young core in place right now.
You tear this whole roster down, right?
Did I say tear whole roster down? I'm open-minded to keeping MPJ, but I'm also open-minded to trade MPJ if the offer is really good because you have a young core you drafted. We have
he's right. Who's going
to get that to replicate?
Exactly, DJ. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say you could go one nuclear way or the other because it's always a gamble at the end of the day.
Come and go, bro. We've seen players like him come and go, bro.
Yeah, that's my whole thing.
Michael Porter Jr., you acting like he's just some player that we've never seen before, bro.
No, I mean, listen, you listen, Jonathan. DJ, you understand the game, man. Off the ball scoring is extremely valuable, even more than like.
You said the same thing about Cam Johnson, bro. You said the same thing about Cam Johnson last year, man.
Hold on. Are we not watching the same NBA? Half the dudes in the league is doing the exact same thing, doing off-ball movement, bro. What are you talking about? You're not watching the league. Everybody shoot threes, bro. It's not hard to come by, bro.
No, I mean, it's not just shooting the threes, man. It's actually. Yeah, go ahead, CJ. You were relatively.
No. Go ahead. No, I'll talk to you about this. Go ahead. Say BK.
Okay, yeah. No, it's not just about him just shooting threes. It's him actually.
I know off-ball movement, playing off the screens.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
dribble. You don't have to dribble much.
Exactly.
I get all that,
valuable,
BK.
man. It's extremely
my
valuable.
point is to you is you're acting like this is a player you've never seen before. You've been watching the game.
No, we have him on the team. I get what you're saying, though, DJ. I'm not just trying to get him up like that.
It's like when John talks about the young core. It sounds like you dismiss what he's saying because you want to keep Michael Porter Jr.
He always wants to establish talent. BK has always been biased in the fact that he always wants to establish talent over developing actual players.
John says that we need a young core. We've never had a young core. Think about this.
Never.
And then it's like you want to keep Michael Porter Jr. It's like I don't want to sacrifice Michael Porter Jr. for.
Bro, you need some veterans, man. You can't just have a whole.
We have cap space. Oh, this is where the cap space part comes in,
bro. BK, how do you think OKC got to where they are, bro? They got rid of their veterans to get where they are.
Yeah, and then they got Caruso and Hartenstein to win a title.
Dude, listen, that's only if those players in that situation is actually really there, man.
Oh, man.
Bro, Shea, they traded for Shea. Shea wasn't
I know. And they drafted Jalen Williams. But
and then everybody else was drafted. You acting like they drafted Shea, bro. Shea wasn't drafted there, bro.
Is Darren Peterson like a Jalen? Who would you rather have, Darren Peterson or like a Jalen Williams? Is like a Jalen Williams in the actual in the draft though? It's like someone of that caliber?
I would for a championship team. I would have Jalen Williams.
Because he's a bit more established. I agree with you on that. But this upcoming draft, you want to be in that top four to get at least a guy with franchise potential.
But it's not like or whatever, bro. It's just like, okay, what do you expect these dudes to do? We need a young core, bro. Like how long
exactly
being in the same spot, bro?
Right. And you know why this proved my point? Because yesterday you were thinking, okay, the Nets are on this hot streak right now. Warriors on a back-to-back after the crap of Mr. Whammy. I'm like, the fourth quarter, we're going to turn it up. But what happened? We died in the fourth quarter. This confirms to me that no matter the morale wins Jordy's getting, you still need the young core to be more part of this. So the second half, you've moved some of these vets, it really tests this young core to build up their
just want to
progress.
Keep Jr. and just risk
no, I understand why. DJ, I understand why.
That's how you build a team. BK, most of the teams in the NBA that have won the championship, bro, have built their young core up to get to that place, bro. Denver, half of them dudes in Denver was drafted, bro, except for Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, but we have a general manager that just can't. I mean, he's not.
So what you want to do? You want to just forget the draft and keep Michael Porter Jr. and just build off of that?
No, like what Jonathan was actually saying, he made a good point. Like you don't have to play him so much in the actual second half. And
AJ
DeBonster. I said with a Michael Porter Jr. Because if you do get AJ DeBonster, he's going to need someone that can space the floor out. So
how do you know we're going to get AJ though?
No, I don't know that. I'm just saying if you get him, it's a hypothetical. You could get him.
See, that's where I understand why you want to keep him.
What John was saying, bro.
That's where I agree with some people that might want to keep him because at least if you have your lottery pick and it's not top four somehow, you still have MPJ. But it's like I don't want Sean Marks to make MPJ the number one guy for the next 2 to 3 years. Exactly. Then he wants big money, and then we're screwed. Like you don't want to become the Sacramento Kings. Look how many vets they overpaid over there, and how crappy they are. You don't want that. And look at Keon Ellis. That kid was doing really well on the team. He's lost in the shuffle right now. You don't want your young guys to be lost in the shuffle of these vets that are short-term pieces that aren't going to get you anywhere. So if you could get that young star in the draft, maybe it makes sense to keep MPJ, but that you have to get that young star. Or you want to go after a big star and you won't keep MPJ. That makes sense. But if it's just keeping MPJ, I don't think that's going to get us anywhere anytime soon. That's where it goes wrong.
I agree with what John said. If a deal does come by, hold on. If a deal comes by, bro, you're not going to want to like trade Michael Porter Jr.?
That depends on the deal, though, man. Like right now, Michael Porter Jr. What's his position that he was actually drafted as a shooting guard? Michael Porter Jr. Was he initially
forward?
A small forward?
That's what he's playing right now.
I'm talking about when he was drafted into the actual NBA. He was a 2 guard, right? Like a shooting guard, like a 6'10", 6'11" shooting guard.
He might have been. I think he was a shooting. No, I thought he was small forward. I know most of his career in Denver, he was playing at small forward.
Yeah, I can't believe we started at power forward this year. That was so wonky when they started.
He played power forward after they won the championship.
No, this beginning of the season we did. Man, we started Terrence Mann.
In Denver.
No, I know. I was talking about Brooklyn though. We started him at power forward this year. And I was like, that's so stupid. Just make him the 3 and make Clowney the 4, like, because that'll help their values get up. Me, Breezy, Joey, LM called this on his show like before the season began. It was like,
thank goodness, like the Rockets, bro. Like, I want a young core, bro. That's what I want. I want a young core. I want.
Y'all want to know a good piece to have? Like I know, Dylan reposted on Twitter. about
Oh,
OKC trading for their pick. The dude, I forgot the dude name. He a nice piece.
You talk about Ousmane Dieng, they're offering him in a
If you could
first for
add him to the
somebody.
team, that would be a nice piece to have for our team.
If they're offering me that Rockets first or that Philly first with Ousmane, I'll trade you a Hayward, a Zaire today.
What is his position?
So, bro, no, hold up. I just want to say this. The dude, he like everybody was saying he Paul George, but he have potential, bro. He have a lot of potential.
I'm just taking him for the pick. He's on a $6 million expiring contract. Maybe he's a part of this young core, but if you're attaching a pick to that kid, I'm ready to do business right now. I got a Haywood, a Zaire that may not be here long term.
No, bro.
Okay,
John, he a piece to have to the rebuild, bro.
He could be, but the pick just makes him more enticing. Like if it was just a swap for a swap, I wouldn't be as enticed because if we're gonna get young pieces in this trade deadline, it'd be nice having some capital next to it too. So I'm not just investing in somebody that may not work out. Like we could do business with OKC if they want to trade Ousmane in a pick. We're ready to do business. We have vets that can help them right now on short-term contracts. Some of the vets.
I think OKC, San Antonio Spurs is actually really greedy, man. They want to keep all the talent as much as possible, man.
That's why, bro. They're not trading nobody over. If you're successful like that, what is the point in trading, bro? Like, you don't have to trade.
No. Who's my name? But they give him a chance, bro. I watched his game the other day when he played. The nigga remind me of Paul George.
That's interesting. I got
like OKC and then OKC.
You gotta watch the game.
Because BK, what's the Clippers record right now, bro? The OKC.
No, the Clippers on a 5-game streak.
Thank goodness they're starting to win. They gotta win, man. They need to get out of
winning now. How many games they won?
Yeah, the Clippers are winning now. They on a 5-game streak.
Yeah.
What they
the hardest
like
team in the NBA.
What they got? 15
Nah. They beating the Rockets. They beating
Kawhi's going off, man.
They got like
they beat the Rockets. They beat Cade. They beat
Kawhi's dropping 40 to 50 points, and they're doing that without Zubats right now. They don't even have a center. They got Brook Lopez, and now they're starting to win. That's crazy. Like what? Like it's crazy that without Zubats they're actually winning. I thought they were just going to lose.
If you notice, the Clippers do that every year.
Stepped up. That's why, bro.
No, the Clippers do that every year. Like they always start off bad, and then like they for some reason.
Oh, but this was a disaster, bro. This was a disaster.
He said, "I'm getting Ant-Man or another young star." Are you crazy? You think MPJ good for that?
Nah, that's the if. That's not gonna happen. That's like you can dream. You can dream of
these
that
people, bro.
Listen, you're not getting a Mid-Cal Walter MPJ, guys. Come on.
I'm not trying to help the ops, man. Pretty much, man. I want something of
BK.
value,
Hold on,
man.
you agree with that? You think you're
not getting a young star for him? Come on.
I want someone that can like replicate.
BK, stop this, bro. Stop.
Come on, BK.
Give me a younger guy that can actually because I'm not. Listen,
what type of young stars you gonna get, bro?
If you trade like Michael Porter Jr. for like an Anthony Simons, I mean, is that truly a win-win for the organization right there?
Why does Boston want MPJ? I've heard no rumors they want him. Why would that's not even a deal that could be had?
No, I was just there was rumors out there saying that
they're winning. Boston's winning. They're the third seed right now.
Yeah, and that was a hypothetical. I know what trade you're talking about, BK. The article that they were mentioned, but that was just a throw-in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But how is that a win? Like I'm looking at all these trade packages from Michael Porter Jr.
The Detroit one is
better than all those guys, man.
That's because what the league values him as.
The Detroit one makes sense because you have Harris expiring contract. You have a young kid like Ron Holland who could fit our defensive stuff, and then it could give us 1 or 2 picks. That's literally what MPJ's value is: expiring contract, maybe a young player.
I think
you're
missing the point, though, BK. I think you're missing the point because
like you're not getting 5 picks.
We don't care what you're gonna do in the regular season. We getting you for the playoffs, but we know how he is in the playoffs. He don't play at the level he does in the regular season in the playoffs, bro. He dips a lot.
Well, I think you have a coach that actually has more confidence in him, right? And like, let's say Michael Porter Jr.
This is regular season. I agree with DJ. This is regular season, though. BK.
Mike Malone didn't have. Mike Malone didn't have faith in them dudes, bro.
He takes some bad shots at times, and I don't see Jody Fernandez yanking him out the game or anything like that.
Mike Malone didn't do that.
I don't know. Was it Mike Malone screaming on some players or
No, he wasn't yanking. No, first of all, fans was upset at Mike Malone. That's one of the reasons why he got fired because he wouldn't bench Michael Porter Jr., bro.
Yeah, I just think you got to have the confidence in these guys, man. You know,
man, stop it, bro. When a player plays bad, bro, like that's their fault, bro.
Yeah, at the end of the day, there's reasons why.
You don't think coaching has anything to do with that? Like, if your coach doesn't
believe in you, but you can't.
If you make a mistake, it doesn't cause you to actually overthink the game or anything like that.
I think yes, somewhat coaching has something to do with it, but bro, there's only so much a coach can do. Y'all can't go out there in court and make you do it, bro.
Right, and even if the Nets did
Like,
get
how many
into a
times
play,
we gonna keep blaming coaches for a player's mistakes, bro? That
yeah,
doesn't make sense.
and even if the Nets did make a play in BK, like there's no telling MPJ is going to carry this if he has to be
So
number one option
I guess
next
you
4 or
blame the
5
coaching for the
months.
reason why Cam
Well, I
Thomas played
mean,
bad yesterday.
if he makes the play in, they gonna focus on him. He just got to make the right read.
So BK, is that coaching's fault for how Cam Thomas played?
No, that's a little bit different though.
How's that different? He played bad, so why isn't the coach fault?
Well, what Cam Thomas is really more of a, of him not being, what's the word, man? Like genetically, like gifted, pretty much, man.
Genetically gifted.
He's not 6'7", he's not 6'8". I mean,
he's not athletic and he doesn't play defense.
Maxey or something like that, like he had that type of speed. I mean, that helps him right there, but he's slow. And you actually got to look at him on the defensive end. He doesn't guard the 3-point line really well.
You can't keep blaming coaching, bro.
You can put like bigger physical guys on Cam Thomas. I mean, he doesn't get like you always got to actually send constant help for Cam Thomas, and that's the thing. On every single action, they can continue to actually attack Cam Thomas, like every single possession. But on the other end, like he just can't really make him pay, because you could attack Steph Curry like on one end, but on the other end, he's going to really make you pay, like in terms of like you'll be able to hit 3-point shots at a high percentage, man. So that's the thing with Cam Thomas.
And that's why he's a 6-man right now. Like, he doesn't have the criteria. I said this on a previous show. Like, this is the criteria NBA teams want. You have to have at least one or two of these things. You have to be athletic, defend, or tall. Cam is not those three things, and that's why he has to be a 6-man right now.
He's an unrestricted free agent.
Look at Davion Mitchell. Look how he actually guards 94 feet.
He plays defense. He plays
defense. He hits. Yeah. What's his 3-point shoot? Is he like 38% though, DJ? Davion Mitchell?
Davion Mitchell from which one? You talking about the Heat?
Yeah.
He's like, I think 37.
Yeah. So he's on the size. He's like 6'1", 6'2", but he picks up like 94 feet. He's athletic, he's a very good.
He's like one of them combo defenders, bro, or something.
Yeah. But he picks up 94 feet. He's disruptive.
Yeah. And they just blew out the Denver Nuggets, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to say this, John. We got the 5th odds right now, so
I feel good about 5th odds. If we can land with 4 or 5, I feel decent about our chances. Still a little worried,
but odds last season.
Yeah, we were tied with the Hornets. Then we won in February when we got stuck with the 6th odds. Man, that's what screwed us over. Was that winning month?
No, the Clippers about to start back winning games
this year, bro.
If we stayed at 4, we would have gotten a choice of Concanipple or Ace Bailey. Like I wish I had those odds to get.
And James Harden
got winning games, man.
Bro.
Thank goodness the Clippers are winning games. They got to get out of the lottery. I won't feel safe until I know the. I won't feel safe until I know the Clippers are out of the lottery right now, man.
Sit out and then it's over, bro.
Yeah, once Kawhi goes down, I mean, but let's hope that don't happen to the end of the season. Let's hope they start winning as much games as possible, or else we're screwed. Like
free Zubac, bro. Free Zubac, bro. Get out of there, bro.
Yeah, but having them out of the lottery helps us a lot. I think 4th or 5th odds are good for us, though. There, and we got to do some business soon. Like I expect us to do at least 1 or 2 trades this coming month. Don't wait till the last day of February 5th. You can make a lot of moves right now between now and February 5th. Like we got to get involved. Because this can't be happy.
With the first pick?
Build as much talent as possible, and then let fate decide. If the Nets actually somewhat win a lot of games, I'm fine with it. If they don't, they actually get. Listen, you can't control the lottery. Let's say if it's not rigged, I mean, a lot of us think it is. But hypothetically,
being fooled by Michael.
I know he thinks all 4 spots were rigged, and it's like no. Hornets actually tanked, got the 4th pick, and Philly they had no problem tanking whatsoever.
Hold on. You're lying, John. The Hornets was not tanking, bro, all season.
Okay, maybe they were trying somewhat, but they still were a bad team, right? That's what I'm saying. They were still
last season. They just got hurt.
Right, but they didn't make any crazy moves to try to be a playing team. They knew, okay, I have a chance of getting a lottery pick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you get, let's say Jr. goes down with an injury and the Nets actually happen to be bad, then fine with it, man. But like trying to just trade everybody and then get a 5th or 6th pick.
BK, we have a young core. You're saying everybody. Man. We have basically 6 young players on this team. 5 we drafted.
Dallas wasn't tanking. Dallas was like the 8th seed, and they got the number.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a screw job. Like we could talk about that for years about how big of a screw job that was.
Wait, who's the second pick? The Spurs,
and listen, the NBA is deemed as entertainment. So listen, they can do it if they want to. If they want to make sure that Cooper Flag and what's his name? Luka Doncic actually ends up in Los Angeles.
Yo, that's crazy. You call him Luka Doncic, bro? They lost tonight to Detroit, bro.
Jonathan,
I'm not surprised.
LeBron James comes back, and now all of a sudden the Lakers is losing, bro.
Yo, you know what's crazy? That's what the coach said was the problem. As soon as LeBron came back, this team just started tapping out.
BK, you see JJ Ray call your man LeBron, bro?
Yeah, BK, what's going on, man?
LeBron is 42 years old, man.
Oh, here we go. Age, ageism. Of course, he was going to do the ageism thing. You're sure it's not the fact that LeBron is not in charge of the team anymore?
Y'all got to acknowledge that Luka Doncic is not a top 20 or not really even a top 30 player, man. That's
what are you talking?
Wait, what? That's crazy. Listen, he's a horrible defender, but say he's not a top 30 player on offense is crazy.
I got Giannis.
How many times he's gotten to the playoffs, BK?
Who is Jokic over him?
How many times has Luka made it to the Western Conference Finals?
Yo, DJ, you hear this, DJ? A bad take after bad take, man.
I mean, there's just so many guys that's just better than Luka Doncic. That's really
Jaylen Brown is not better than Luka, bro.
Huh?
The only thing Jaylen Brown got over Luka is defense, bro. That's it.
And scoring. He can score.
What? He is not a better scorer than Jaylen Brown. He's not a better
scorer. So is a better scorer between Trae Young and Luka, Hoops, since they're both horrible defenders.
What does Jaylen Brown do on the scoring end better than Luka?
He can actually play through contact. He can explode through contact.
Luka plays through contact. What are you talking about?
He plays for fouls, man. What are you talking about?
No, he don't, bro. You acting like he's a shade. He'll just have Alexander or something.
Horrible, man. He's horrible, man. Horrible. Oh, Cooper Flag better than Luka.
What?
Let me think of a lot of different players.
That's crazy. Considering you said Cooper was a role player a year ago. 4 years to take him to get off. It's already better than Luka. Hoops. Your turnaround, bro.
So a guy that got a guy that was in his like 4th year got his.
Anthony Davis is injury prone, my guy. Like, come on. As far as being the top option goes,
I'm talking about skill, man.
Okay, and what's Davis' skill right now besides getting injured all the time?
Able to actually score, play through.
We haven't seen it. How many games has he missed the last 4 years? He missed so many games.
What are you talking about?
I'll take Paolo Banchero over Luka Doncic. Let me see.
Bro, you said AD. Bro, AD is not even a better scorer. He averages like 20 points a game.
AD's not a number one option. Come on, Hoops. Like, I get Luka is a horrible defender, but you can acknowledge he's the top.
AD has never averaged more than 20.
Oh yeah, who else? De'Aaron Fox over Luka Doncic.
What? De'Aaron Fox?
De'Aaron Fox quit on his team. Luka got traded from his team. What are you talking about? De'Aaron Fox couldn't even lead the Kings to a first round.
Wemby, I'll take Victor Wemby over.
Yo, Luka. This is nasty work, bro.
The nastiest was when he said that Agent Boss has no place in the NBA. That was crazy.
Luka Doncic, Jabari Smith Jr.
Jabari Smith Jr. Whoa. He's not even a top 1 or 2. Yo, DJ, hit record on this. That's crazy.
Bro, I'm not listening to BK. You don't know basketball.
I can't even say that. That's just going.
He just mad because Luka's the only fat player ever to like get successful like this, bro. That's why he's just hating, bro.
Not fat. He wasn't fat when he first got into the NBA. He was slim.
I didn't say when he first got to the NBA. I said he's the first player,
Jalen Brunson
ever to be successful like that, bro.
I'll take Jalen Brunson over Luka Doncic.
That is a flopper, bro.
What has Jalen Brunson done for his career more than Luka, bro?
I think it's some other teams, man. Oh, Jason Tatum, yeah.
So Jonathan, here are the numbers. Luka Doncic has been in the Western Conference Finals 3 times.
That's almost 30. Oh, really? 3 times? Okay.
Ja Morant, I'll take him over Luka Doncic. At least not competes. He tries.
This man is not even 30, and he's already got like 8-9 playoff appearances, bro.
Yeah, and John Morant can't shoot threes. Luka Doncic is a magician from the 3 sometimes, man. So like, I already have to pull back
you don't know basketball
a little bit.
Yeah, I gave you like 30 players, man.
You said Jabari Smith is better. When has Jabari Smith ever even been a top 3 player?
Defense, man.
Okay, is that making a top 3 player?
Scoring numbers, man.
Oh, answer the question. Is he a top 3 player, Jabari Smith?
No.
Stop smirking, Hoops.
I'm just saying. Well, so
is he a top 3 person? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is Jabari Smith a top 3?
As a top 5 player?
He said Jabari Smith is a better scorer. Jabari Smith averages 11 points a game, bro. Shut up.
Yo, what? Okay, how many is Luka averaging? Wait. How many is Luka averaging, DJ?
Luka Doncic will average like 20-something points.
Wait, DJ, how many is Luka averaging right now?
Almost 30.
30 to 11. Yo, guys, 30 to 11. I didn't want to laugh at that because how bad that was. You said that.
I said Kevin Durant. I threw him in my top 30.
Wait, so
BK, you are
clickbaiting
right now.
I got the numbers right here. So Jonathan, he said, he's a free throw merchant, right? So BK, how come you say he's a free throw merchant? He's not even in the top 10 for free throws, bro.
Oh shit, yo, he's cooking you right now. Cook him.
He's up there.
No, he's not.
DJ's looking at the stat sheet right now. So yeah.
Yeah, he was up there.
He's not up there. He's 11. He's like 11, 12.
Listen, man, we know he's a free throw.
No.
He's a free throw. The numbers don't lie, BK.
What was the game I was watching on Christmas?
One of these
games. I forgot.
Highlight
to the referees, and now
watch one game.
The league is not giving them those calls now, man.
Bro. Stop it, bro.
The referees are swallowing the whistles. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Watch one game. He watched 3 games of the Lakers, bro.
You said a guy who averages 11 points is better than a guy that averages 30 hoops. I didn't know how you could argue something like that. Like, seriously.
What does Jabari Smith do?
I'll take Jabari Smith Jr. out of there, man. But all those players I mentioned, right? I mean,
all them players didn't even make to the playoffs.
I mentioned Donovan Mitchell.
Can't even get out the second round. Next.
Luka Doncic. No, what's his name? Not Luke. What's his name? Paulo Banchero.
Paulo can't even get out the first round.
Right? Wemby.
Wemby hasn't even been in the playoffs. Next.
He will be this year. You would take
Luka Doncic over Wemby?
Next. Like I said, next. Wemby hasn't been in the playoffs. Next. Wemby hasn't even been in the playoffs. Next, bro. Next. You said career and scoring. So we talking about career.
I'm talking about better players. Forget the numbers. I'm talking about Tyrese Maxey. Yep, Tyrese Maxey over him.
Stop it. Nope.
Tyrese Maxey. I'll take him over Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he just did play one.
Next. He's been to the playoffs like 3 times. That's it.
Let me see. I mentioned Paulo. Who else? Donovan Mitchell. I think Evan Mobley over him.
Evan Mobley.
Listen, Mobley.
I got him right here. Jonathan, I got him right here. Evan Mobley, a guy that can't even get past 20 points.
Yeah, listen, Evan Mobley was supposed to be a star player. Wait. Evan Mobley was a star player this year, and he's what? 8th or 19 right now?
Hold on, Jonathan. Bro been stuck at 17 points for the last like 4 years now, bro.
Yeah, Mobley was supposed to break out at this point. Now he's on a team that's a 7th or 9th or 10th playing team.
And he's like the fourth. He's like the third, fourth option. Next.
Next. All right, it's only but so much shot clock.
No. You're talking about offense. Evan Mobley's not carrying the Cavs right now.
I'm talking about offense. You're trying to
did say offense. You said that, bro.
Yes, that's what you said.
Man.
You said that, bro. What are you talking about? You said offense. You said hold on. This is what he said, quote for quote, bro. Word for word. You said, and I'm gonna name about like 30 guys that's better than Luka.
Steph Curry. Steph Curry, definitely. Steph Curry. Yeah, Steph Curry over Kyrie Irving.
You just put Steph.
Kyrie Irving over Luka Doncic. A lot of players, man. Damn. So we put
Kyrie Irving by himself. BK, are you talking about Kyrie by himself or with a star next to him?
No, but just
you talk one-on-one,
Kyrie,
right?
maybe, but not this Kyrie.
No, not this Kyrie. Yeah. This prime Kyrie, in terms of like
even prime Kyrie needed LeBron to win a title. So yeah, just throw that out in the water.
And LeBron needed Kyrie.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Well, LeBron won 4 titles though, but hey.
LeBron James is better than Luka Doncic. A lot of players, man.
Not this year right now. Not this year. Luka was carrying the Lakers.
Hold on. Which LeBron you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm talking about overall LeBron. Even right now, I would take LeBron.
No, not right now. Listen, Lakers were like top 2 before LeBron came back or something. Top 3.
The entire Lakers staff and JJ
when the referees,
how you gonna take a guy that can't help the team that's winning, bro? He came back and the team started losing, bro.
Well, wasn't Austin Reeves suffering calf injuries and stuff like that? He was in and out of the lineup. It wasn't just LeBron.
Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
JJ Redick said LeBron came back and they started losing, bro. What's this?
Oh, yeah. Amen Thompson. I'll take him over Luka. I forgot all about him.
Score. What are you talking about? All they play
all
they do is play defense.
So you are burying a bad argument right now. You are burying it on yourself.
Jonathan, you know what's crazy, bro? He can say whatever he wants. Luka gonna go down all time, bro. That don't matter, bro.
Listen. At the end of the day, Luka is a special talent. I get the defensive stuff I can pull out every day, but man, bro. He's a gifted offensive player. Without him, what are the Lakers doing right now? Hoops. Without him on that team, the Lakers, I think, are playing someone out with LeBron James. So there you go.
He's making them lose, bro. LeBron is making them lose.
No, they might not even be in the playoffs.
It's because of LeBron. Yo, you know what's crazy? CJ was winning before LeBron came back. He came back really.
I'll tell you this might be a good time for them to get Claxton because we said them to get him last year.
They don't need LeBron, bro. LeBron ruins teams now, bro.
Yo, and what about DeAndre Ayton, man? He started out playing decent, but he's not locking down stuff right now.
Think about BK, you can't dismiss this.
A lot of offensive and defensive deficiencies, man.
BK, don't do this, bro. They was playing, all of them dudes over there was playing good, bro. Good teams. Hold on. There wasn't bad teams. OKC they beat. Denver, Rockets. Shall I go on? They beat the Timberwolves. So those are bad teams?
Yeah, but like you gotta look at the situations. Was it?
Now let's look at the situation. It was no basketball.
I know, DJ.
He be flip flopping, moving the goal.
You buried yourself in a bad argument.
Hold on. He just said they've been beating up on bad teams. I just gave you like 6 teams that they was good, bro.
All right, so let's look at this in a 7-game series. The Lakers beating the Rockets.
You watched 5 games of the Lakers. Don't talk about the Lakers, bro.
Forget the regular season, man.
Bro. You watched 5
regular season games. I don't care about the regular season,
bro. You don't know nothing about the Lakers, bro. Stop
talking. I don't care about the regular season. In a 7-game series, bro. What happened last? Didn't the Lakers play Minnesota? Yeah, what happened last year?
Minnesota was offensively crushing them.
It's an entirely different team.
Who they added? It's the same thing.
LeBron James. They dismantled their whole roster for Luka. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and they only picked up DeAndre Ayton, who doesn't play defense at all.
That's why this year.
Hold on. Why are you going to 2 different years? Why are you saying last year when that was a whole different team?
Wait, you saying, hold on, Dwabi, you saying that you would take Luka Doncic
moving the goalpost?
I know, he always does some arguments. You don't answer questions.
You don't know basketball, bro.
Telling you. BK, this is not your debate night, BK. You've been throwing out some little shiners, and you've been getting a lot of shiners.
He's talking about 2 different teams. Hold on. So what was our record last year?
Yeah, CJ?
What was our record last year, BK?
No, go ahead and answer this question. I'll come at you.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, CJ. You were quiet. Go ahead.
Hey, what's the question?
No.
Try to help out BK because he need help.
I agree with you. Listen, I'm not saying Paolo is like a top 10 player. I'm just saying he's definitely better than Luka Doncic, man. I'll take him over Luka.
What's happened with Paolo this year, though, man? Like I thought he was going to be a good year for him. To this season, though, he's been very underwhelming. Desmond Bane has looked better than him.
Franz, you know what's crazy, bro? Paolo is overrated. Franz is underrated, bro. Franz
was the reason why they were doing so well. Like literally, he was being the number 1 option. Paolo's the number 2 option, which is crazy.
I think Franz is better than Paolo.
I think Franz is a big reason why they were playing well. I don't know what's going on with Paolo. I heard Paolo and the coach were having some beef to begin the season. I wonder if that's still playing a part there because Paolo's not playing like superstar worthy. He's playing very underrated right now.
All right, let me wrap this up. 7 in the morning, man.
Yeah, you lost a lot of debates tonight, BK, man. What's going on,
bro?
Hey, BK, when you gonna do the scout?
You couldn't even answer the question, bro.
I'll do it tomorrow night.
Right.
Kareem Lopez, right?
Yeah.
BK, how many times I gotta tell you, bro? Me and John tell you, stick to the Nets, bro. You don't know basketball outside of the Nets.
Okay. Seriously.
All right.
Bro. Stick to the Nets, bro.
That's what you actually really think, man.
No, it's not what we think. It's just because you use highlights, scouting reports, and
Jonathan. You know what he do? He watched like 4 games of one team and then another team. You ever watch the whole game?
I just measure. I look at it in a 7-game series. I would look at the players'
7-game series.
That's not how you measure talent, though. You're measuring pieces to a puzzle, but you're not measuring the actual talent.
With Luka Doncic, I could target Luka Doncic, man, in a 7-game series, man.
You're gonna go wait, you're gonna go 1-on-1 with Luka?
You talking about you? You just say you gonna do it?
No, I'm talking about teams. Yo, BK at White Hoops just say he could go 1-on-1 with Luka. I'm done. I can't. That's insane. That is insane.
And this is why
Luka Doncic could be targeted, right?
Somebody send this to Luka's Twitter, man.
He was number one in blow-bys last year. That's thing.
Last year, bro. What is he this year? Have you watched any games this year, bro?
Luka Doncic, he's the same player. You think he's
not?
Be
a defensive games, bro? Just be quiet, bro. You watch 4 games,
man.
Bro.
DJ, you be bugging out, man. I'm telling you.
You be bugging out, bro. Talking about
Lord, I'm not always out there getting throat, man. It's just he always likes to pull me out. I gotta bring some friendly fire back.
Up here every stream talking about some small game sample size, but you watch 3 games of the Lakers.
I look at the playoffs, man. I'm not looking at the regular season. You focus on the regular season. I'm focusing on
is every player the same each year, bro? Or did they not get better?
Luka hasn't gotten better.
Yeah, you don't. But how do you know that if you haven't watched the game?
Well, he lost.
Hold on, Jonathan. BK, once again, you're deflecting, bro.
About his defense, you can get on Luka Doncic about his defense.
BK, once again, you're deflecting, bro. How do you know that if you haven't watched the games?
Oh,
Okay, all right. I'm just saying all this because I don't watch the games at all. All right,
you just said you watched 5 games this year, bro.
I mean, BK, you had a fisherman as the head of your channel of BK, 8 months ago.
Those are your words, bro. You said last stream you watched 5 games of the Lakers this year, bro.
He did say that. Wow. Hey, man, it's always good to look back at restreams, right?
I don't care about the regular season. I want to watch them in the playoffs.
But you're using last year's playoffs as a measuring stick, as if the guy didn't get better,
he can't guard. He can't. He has 2 left feet.
That's last year. I don't know if you slow or what, bro.
Oh my gosh,
man. Don't know basketball, bro. He's using last year as a measuring stick, like the guy didn't get better, bro.
He didn't get better.
BK, if this was UFC, man, I don't know if we get past a 1-minute round right now. My God.
BK, you're saying he didn't get better based off of last year.
Niggas
use last year.
Agree with you, DJ. I mean, they mainly on my side over here, man.
I don't care what they say in the comments, bro. Answer the question, bro. You deflecting. You trying to rely on the chat, bro.
Exactly, man.
Wait, Paulo, another player that's overrated that you said was better than Luka. Okay, that guy's definitely not on your side. Easy, that's our guy, man. I don't think he's on your side anymore.
So if Cam Thomas had gotten better in the aspect of playmaking rather than last year, you're going to use last year of how he plays.
No, his playmaking has gotten better. I mean, it's not a huge enough sample size, but
no, I'm using it as an example. So if you looking at a guy that's been playing bad or was playing bad on one aspect of the game last year, and you're not watching no games this year, how do you know this, bro?
Oh, I'm not.
Wait. Yo, easy. He said Jabari Smith is better than Luka, bro. He said that. Okay.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Easy's right about that. Yeah, his 3 points.
Answer, John. Answer, BK. You deflected.
No, I'm looking at it. Wait, I'm sorry. What was the question again?
You said you watched 5 games of the Lakers this year, right?
Yeah.
Last year, you're using the playoffs for last year. How do you know he's still bad on defense if you haven't watched no games this year, bro?
I just don't think you imagine if you have 2 left feet, like if you're like Jokic, I mean, you're not going to be able to
2 left feet. Okay.
Yeah, he does. He's a horrible defender, man. He was number 1 in blow-bys last year.
Boy, this is Bkny hoops, man. You come ready with takes, bro. You don't come with
Jonathan. You know what's crazy, bro?
No smoke.
It's because the fact that he don't watch the Lakers and the fact that JJ has been praising Luka's defense this year is crazy, bro. Like that's crazy how he doesn't even know that.
Yeah, I don't see it.
When saying that Luka has become a way better defender than last year.
I don't see him as a lockdown like the.
But he said he's a lockdown, but he's better defender than he was last year, bro. It's an effect. It's an actual.
If he gives, well, the thing is, you want him just to give effort. I me there was times.
Okay, bro.
Yeah,
watch the games and you'll see, bro.
You know,
so JJ is on the floor. Hold on, JJ's on the floor coaching, so he's lying.
What's that?
He's on the floor watching and coaching, bro. Is he lying?
What's he going to say? What JJ Redick is going to say? He's a horrible defender? You know, come on, man.
Hold on. First of all, JJ Redick was the same guy up on the media talking about Luka was a horrible defender. It's the same thing, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like, do you see Jody Fernandez like really saying the same thing I'm saying about Cam Thomas? So, you know, like in terms of
that's because the Nets. That's the Nets, bro. They ain't no contenders, bro.
You don't see coaches actually come out and outright like trash players or anything like that. That's what I'm saying.
Doc Rivers have done it to your favorite guy, bro.
Yeah, and that pretty much destroyed his career, made him a fisherman. A fisherman.
Yeah,
this guy was telling me this guy should get paid $12 million to fly fish.
Let's go down the list. Hold on, Jonathan. Let's go down the list. Mike Malone, Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr be dogging Jonathan Kuminga all the time, bro. You don't praise him at all.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, he's not gonna trash Draymond. He's not gonna trash.
He's scared of Draymond. That's different, bro.
Yeah, listen, Draymond, man, that guy got to figure out how to communicate.
Draymond would
in the media. I mean, he's not telling you the issues with Jonathan Kuminga. He's not saying why definitively.
I mean, he did say he don't pass the ball to Steph.
Well, Kuminga's getting traded, right? So of course he's not going to play him. Like that was already signed and sealed 3 months ago. Like we're just waiting for him.
Bro, you can't use that as a measuring stick. As if you got to watch the games and use it.
He doesn't watch them though. He watches little tic-tac highlights.
It's starting to get exposed that none of these dudes up here, bro, watch other games, bro. They watch simply the Nets, bro.
I always check different scores though. I check different scores. I watch different tapes and stuff.
And when the teams have equal rest. And
BK, that's last year, bro. Stop using last year. This is a whole new year.
This guy was using footage from 8 years ago with Simmons with DJ. We should not be surprised. This guy was using like 6 highlights.
The fact that Luka lost all the weight and he's become a better defender than he was last year is good.
He's still not a great defender though.
Nobody said great. You don't have to be great.
Yeah.
Nobody can just turn into great defense. Like, what are you talking about? You can't just turn into a great defender.
Yeah, I
think Cam Thomas is going to turn into
like 30 guys.
Cam Thomas is going to turn. BK, you think Cam Thomas is going to turn into a great defender?
Of course not. He's a six man.
Do you think Michael Porter?
A lot of it is just genetics, man. Like
hold on.
Like let's say
Michael Porter Jr. is like 6'10", right? Is he going to turn into a great defender? He's horrible on defense.
The only defense he has is his rebounding. That's been a big part of his defense.
No, like with Cam Thomas, like I said, it's like if you look at the way Davion Mitchell's genetics are compared to Cam Thomas, he's just never going to be really a great defender. He just doesn't have the genetics.
But that's different, bro. Eric Spoelstra pretty much turned him into that, bro.
Who, Davion?
Yes, Davion. Davion wasn't doing that on the Raptors.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, but that's the only way you're going to really survive. Like, if you're an undersized guard, that's the only way you're going to really.
Davion was getting buried on the bench.
Hit report on those names he mentioned because that was insane. He said Jabari.
Of players that are actually better than Luka Doncic.
I think Norman Powell has turned into a whole new. He's better than what he was on the Clippers.
Yeah.
DJ, how much do you think Powell's going to get on the open market? It seems like since given his age, they don't want to pay him. I'm not about us getting him, but what do you think he's going to get paid? Because he's an underrated scorer in the NBA. He's a vet, but a lot of teams don't want to pay him the money.
Like a pick or two out of him, and probably a young player, maybe.
Yeah, but how much would you pay him right now, Norman Powell, for what he does, like contract wise?
Shit, bro, he putting up some numbers, bro.
That's the crazy thing. Yeah,
25 mil, maybe. 30, almost 30. I mean, the way he's playing, though, he might make the All-Star team, bro.
Who's that?
How old is he? Like 30, 31?
Oh, yeah.
How old is he? Like 30, 31? I don't know if he could get $30 million.
He's like 30, 31, I think.
He might get maybe 25, 26, maybe.
I'm going to be honest. I want the Heat to resign him, though. I want to keep him.
No, the Heat struck gold with him, man. That was crazy. The Clippers traded him, but that was their offense right there. The Clippers now relying on Kawhi Leonard.
I'm sorry I doubted
I'll be on tomorrow night, man. We'll do
I gotta give my
DK, you gotta brush up on those debate skills, my guy. You got to brush those debate skills tonight, man. You got the fire.
Actually speak for themselves, and Cam Thomas ain't gonna do anything for this team, and he's
where do you think he's gonna go?
Guy,
I think they're gonna move him this month. For what though? Maybe a second round pick and a young matching contract. I think that's what.
When can we start trading players?
Right now, there's nobody under any restriction on our team right now. We're just waiting for other teams to get involved.
We should have traded him a little.
Yeah, probably like 12:30 at night, Dawabi. Yeah, not on New Year's Eve.
I think a move is going to happen soon because the Nets have to make moves. So I think that move will happen soon. It's just to where is what we got to figure out.
So what you want to do with him, BK?
Who?
Cam Thomas.
No, I've done nothing. He doesn't have any value, man. I will see him. I got my Chinese basketball package ready to go, man.
I just don't understand how you don't want to like package him with something.
Or get something back for him. He's a sixth man. He give you 20, 30 points in 20 minutes. I think a lot of teams might want that.
Because you just let him walk.
Yeah, but that's only if the referees are helping him like with the ticky-tack whistles. Like if you put like Amen Thompson on him, like you think he's going to be able to score an efficient 20-something points with a men guarding him or Cade guarding him, you got
to put defenders around him off the bench. If you do that, he should be able to get away with some of that, which he isn't right now.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you, Claude. But I don't know if you can get something out of him. I mean, that's good, but like Y'all saw the video I did a couple of weeks ago. There's no trade. There's no market for him, man. Nobody really wants him.
Claude, it's not harsh criticism. We're debating each other. This is what the show is about. Like, we're not trying to break the spirit. Hoops is always taking those digs at us. We send the digs back, but we try to bring context to it.
If he walks,
at least some of us do.
Like if Michael Porter Jr. walks like for nothing, I'm gonna be upset about that. But if Cam Thomas, like, who hasn't really proven or like, hasn't proven.
So you don't think we're gonna make any moves at the deadline?
If he leaves,
we have to. Like, we can't just make one move and that's it. We have to.
He has no value though, man. There's just nothing.
Nah, Jonathan, it's seeming like I don't know, bro. I really don't see us making a move.
I'm surprised the Clippers don't want Cam right now because they cannot rely on Kawhi Leonard to have 40, 50 points every night. Once he has an injury, they're screwed. Like, they should want like a young player like Cam coming off their bench because they have no bench points off their bench right now. Like, what's their biggest bench contributor off that bench for the Clippers right now? I don't even know.
He doesn't, again, so like I said with Cam Thomas, the game plan.
Yeah, he's out. That's why they
consistently attack him, man. And then you have to send help. Like, if you look at how the Boston Celtics and OKC is constructed when they won their championships, all 5 guys can guard. You don't got to really send help. Cam Thomas, you got to send help, immediate help. That's the thing with Cam Thomas. That's why I don't really like him pretty much, man. His offense is good, but like he'll just give up more defensively than what he could provide offensively. That's my problem with him.
How many microwave scorers you think are in the league right now, bro?
Huh?
How many microwave scorers you think are in the league right now?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot about the wings and the bigs. I think the NBA will transition back to wings and centers.
Like I said, I got my Chinese basketball package ready to go. I will see him in China. Yep, I would see him there.
BK, as much as people want to bury Cam fully, I think the 6-man role is at least where he could fit to save his career. I'll stand on that.
How did that work out for us last night? Hold on. How did that work out for us last night?
I'm not saying for us, but for a different team.
In that third quarter, where the Nets.
But that's one game. We haven't really seen a large sample size there. BK, we haven't saw a large sample size.
If you surround 3 good defenders and a point guard next to Cam, him being a 6-man off the bench, that could be a decent bench. I don't know if it's going to be championship worthy, but it could be decent.
You're not looking at the defense with the spacing in today's NBA, man. You can't hide him. You can't really hide him.
He needs to be durable. The Cam's biggest detractors right now are he's not durable. He has to be consistently healthy. And the defense. But BK, that's never going to get good. We all know defense, he's not going to get good. That's why his playmaking offense needs to always be on a high note.
He cannot play through contact. You see Donovan Mitchell, who's almost the same size as Cam Thomas. He can dunk on centers.
Because Donovan Mitchell has athletic ability inside of him.
Let's be real. Hold on. BK, let's be real. Where has that gotten Donovan Mitchell, though, bro?
It's a team thing. Come on, man. Like,
he's had great teams, bro. What are you talking about?
But again, you got to look at the regular season.
BK, let's be real, because I feel like me personally, Donovan Mitchell is overrated. He's had great teams. Utah teams was good, bro.
And they were okay.
They was making the playoffs.
I would say great. I mean, Rudy Gobert was there.
They beat the Clippers, bro.
You know how he was getting on Rudy Gobert? I mean, he's just like
Rudy. I'll say that Rudy was better offensively on the Jazz than he is on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah,
he was a good secondary star for Donovan. Mitchell's never had a good secondary star.
Probably one of his best teams he's had in his career. Donovan Mitchell still can't get out the second round.
The 4 pieces don't go together. Him and Garland never work, and Mobley and Allen don't work.
And that's the same guy y'all wanted on the Nets. He wasn't going to do nothing for the Nets.
Evan Mobley too, and Jared Allen, can they fit together? Like, somebody got to space the floor out, man.
I'm glad that the Miami Heat never traded for Donovan Mitchell, bro.
I will say this: the Cavs, if they don't start, if the Cavs don't have a crazy month of January, I definitely think one of those core 4 is out the door come February.
I know Don. I'm just saying, forget about. I get Donovan Mitchell with an IQ thing, and look at the whole Utah thing. Like, he was all about Donovan Mitchell, not about like team basketball. But I'm just saying, from an athletic standpoint, that's what you really need, man. When you got Jalen Brunson guarding you, Amen Thompson guarding you, you gotta be able to put like because you can't just rely on the referees every single possession, man. They're gonna call every single foul. Even in the regular season, they're not gonna call every single foul, every single hand check, So you got to be able to be athletic enough to really kind of play through that contact. And Cam cannot do it.
I think it's going to get resolved this month, and I know people want to keep him as a sixth man right now. It's just the timing. The timing doesn't work for us. He signed a qualifying offer. Like, not many people have ever signed a qualifying offer stay with the team. So
he hasn't had the time to build up his trade value. So I don't see
exactly. Exactly. You're gonna have to get something.
I play basketball, man. Like if I was against like D1 players right now with my fat ass, I can't play through contact with those guys, man. I'm not strong enough. I got to get into the gym and get stronger.
But BK, you just said you could take on Luka tonight, though. What do you mean? You're good. You're good shape.
I was using a metaphorical analogy, man. Stop.
BK
won. So BK, I be defending you, and you be trying to make me look.
There ain't no defending that one, BK.
So BK, you want this man to walk, bro? You just want him to walk.
Yeah, let him walk. Go to
China, BK, you cannot wait. BK, you cannot let a guy that drops 30 points walk for nothing. You as a GM should be fired.
What happened yesterday? What happened in the third quarter when he was playing? When we needed
both him and Nolan were not playmaking together, and the bench was not doing anything. They all got exposed last night, including Cam.
You have to be able to play through contact, and just Cam cannot do
That's
it.
That's just a testament to how bad the net became.
Athletic wings, he can't do it.
Bro, like, you don't think that's just because the Nets are just bad, bro? I mean, the only two people that scored was Steph and Jimmy Butler, bro. Everybody else was just garbage.
Yeah, but everybody else was hitting threes. They were cutting, and
I mean, go look at this. Look at the numbers, bro. They wasn't really. I mean, outside of Steph and Jimmy, nobody else was really doing anything, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why this draft is super important. This is not the final.
Like the Warriors, people acting like the Warriors is garbage, bro. Without Steph Curry.
Yeah, they should be traded.
I'm letting Cam Thomas walk. He can go. I mean, he has zero value around the league. No GM really values him at all.
You're acting like we should have won that game, bro. The Nets is just bad, bro. Like you're acting like them 10 wins mean something.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? With all these morale, you know what's crazy is with all these morale wins. Somebody said on a podcast that Jordy's done such a good job that him getting a top lottery pick this year would be a luxury, and that he doesn't need that because of what this team is doing. I'm like, are you crazy?
Jordy honestly should have went over. He should have coached the Kings, bro.
Like what luxury? We never had a franchise prospect in 10 years.
Team in first place, he's definitely winning the MVP. I mean, it would be a travesty if he doesn't.
Hey, player one, I'll say this. It's a toss-up between Cade or Jokic for me, bro.
Yo, Jokic got hurt, though. He might not be eligible. He's going to miss, I think, 25 or something games that are like the minimum you can't miss.
He got hurt, but it was a toss-up between Cade or Jokic for me.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be Shea.
I don't want Shea. Shea is a problem.
Shea has more help. I mean,
what about Wemby? Do you guys think Wemby's going to get any votes this year, or his injury thing hurt him?
No.
Okay. It's probably
he's gonna get votes. He's just not gonna win it.
Yeah, but look at the look at the actual help that Shea has compared to what Cade has.
Right? So. All Shea got to do is just look at the refs, and they're gonna send him to the free throw line, bro.
Yeah, man.
I can't believe they let the guy.
That's what I'm saying. Cam doesn't get that type of super. He doesn't get Cam Thomas doesn't get that superstar treatment. He doesn't get those whistles.
BK, that ain't no super, bro. That is just an embarrassment, bro. They let OKC win the championship, bro. That's just the league is embarrassing, bro.
Well, because shout out to the general manager, man. He picked guys that listen. If you can't play defense,
bro. I'm not giving no credit for that, bro. Shea just be. Flopping,
but Shea guards too, though. Jalen Williams guards.
I was flopping all game. You watch the OKC Thunder, bro. He be flopping, bro.
I agree with you 1,000%. I know.
I tell you this.
They can also play defense, though.
Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren got to step their games up because if they're facing the Spurs in a 7-game series, Wemby's shown that he can make those centers not really be impactful. Like I think OKC might have to tweak one or two things. Nothing crazy, but they might have to do something because the Spurs are playing with confidence.
OKC Thunder, bro.
Spurs are playing with confidence.
You can't. Hold on. You said Cam is good. Yeah, but he's not going to. They're not going to call every single foul. They're not going to call every single hand check. So that's the thing, man. I mean, you go to certain hoods and play basketball. Let's say you start calling every single foul, you're going to get punched in your face.
Got Cam Thomas as his profile picture, bro.
They're not going to call every single foul. They're not going to call every single hand check on Cam Thomas, and he has to be able to play through that, and he just doesn't have the physical capability
that's the Cam fan you
to actually really do it, man. So
Look at this
done with
profile
Cam
photo,
Thomas.
bro. You can't have no discussion with a man that got Cam Thomas's profile photo, bro.
Honestly, I just hope a resolution comes soon. But we've been talking about this Cam stuff
have no
for
real
4 years,
discussion
man.
with a man like that, bro.
We've been talking about this camp stuff for 4 years. Like, there's so much film on it. It's just like I just want a resolution at this point. I think everything's
like I solo showed defending Cam Thomas, and I look like an asshole now, man.
You never was defended. I remember telling you
when he had those triple 40-point games, and Brian Scalabrine was still trashing him.
Yeah, I mean, when
Brian Scalabrine show, I'm like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Cam is that dude.
It was a lot of people being delusional about it. When we saw Cam drop 3 40-point games, but I was like,
hold on, man. But then when I watched the finals and I seen what Jaylen Brown did to Kyrie and Luka, I'm like, I said, if he can shut down Kyrie, I said.
To be fair, Luka and Kyrie had no help, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But on an individual matchup, like where Jaylen Brown was guarding Kyrie, Kyrie couldn't get by him, man. I was like, what?
Dallas is so dumb, bro. They really trick like.
Yo, they're gonna trade Anthony Davis for Reese Shear right now, DJ.
Dallas has got to be like,
I can't roll with Cam Thomas. I'm sorry, man.
You know what? You think about that, DJ. They're essentially going to trade Luka for Reese Shear if they do a trade with the Hawks.
Nico got fired, right?
Why?
Nico Harrison?
Yeah.
Oh man. They had to do that, man. I never seen a fan base be so disgusted with somebody in my life. Like that was, jeez,
bro.
They carry coffins to the
man. Why can't our fan base do that to Sean Marks, bro?
He has to go, man. Listen, listen. People want me to give Sean Marks so much credit for drafting,
bro. All y'all in the comments, bro. Start going to the games and cheering for this man to get fired.
They want me to give him credit for drafting these guys. So I give the players credit for what they're doing right now because nobody's expectations of this team
for not getting Sean Marks fired. Y'all don't be ranting at the game, yelling out Sean Marks get fired.
I'm telling you, I can never accept him for trading James Harden, a top 20 player, for a straight up fisherman, guys. A fisherman. No NBA GM has ever traded a superstar talent for a fisherman, guys. How can you accept that? And then he gets us all our
like a damn near borderline. He was an all-star when they got him.
No, man. He wasn't. When we stop, I'm not going to debate this with you.
And Doc Rivers go out there and trash me like that, I'm not going to go play for that dude, man.
Oh, here we go. The guy that was told by a coach, you don't have to score in the NBA to be a number one pick. You just got to play good defense, son. Like, come on. Like,
all right, I gotta get up at 7 a.m, man. So
all right, good show, bro. Good show.
Like, comment, subscribe.
No NBA team should hire Doc Rivers again.
BK, you got to refresh those debate skills, my guy. We were bringing smoke tonight. You were just
Cam Thomas. Listen, Cam Thomas is not going to be in the league next year, man. So I don't even need to debate.
You know, Breezy's going to save this episode, right? He's going to save this episode.
I do think he's going to be. BK, I'm pointing this out to you. He's
the nice Kobe Bryant of China.
Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy. I can't.
I got Cam Thomas in China next year, man. Not even in the EuroLeague.
Nah, BK, do you think if he's not in China, I think he's gonna be a journeyman, bro? Honestly.
Cam a journeyman at 24? Wow.
Yes, bro, he's gonna be a journeyman.
Nobody needs Cam. I'm trying to think of a team that could really
don't need a Cam Thomas, bro. Come on now.
They don't really need him,
DJ, you were right about Dennis Schroeder, man. Dude gets passed around like
a blunt, bro. I told y'all he gets passed around like a blunt.
They want to trade him again. That's like his 11th team to be on if he's
drafted. Yo, BK, you seen he on the trade block again, bro?
Tonight, man. I will be on tomorrow night.
I said Dennis Schroeder is like that, bro. He on the trade block again, bro.
That guy cost me a lottery pick. Schroeder. He cost me a lottery pick, bro.
All right, like, comment, subscribe, share the show. When you share, the universe shares back with you. Peace.
Peace.
Cam